Why, hello there everybody, welcome back to Gwent, or excuse me, Thronebreaker, Witcher Tale Thronebreaker, Witcher Tales. I don't think we're ever going to start playing this game and get the name right in first go. It's just not possible. I found the last golden chest, it's over here. You can see this, it's miles away. It is, yes, in the forest like the dude said, but it is absolutely miles away from everything. Oh, that was like a negative morale point of interest. And we did have a morale thing up here. Do we want to do that? I kind of want to do that just to have it done. Then again, I don't particularly care. Let's just dig this up though. Gold chest is nice to have. There we go. Beautiful. Oh, Black Bela. The truest bay of them all. Wonderful. That is wonderful news. We should certainly grab this. I wonder if this would give us anything. Nah, well, nope. Okay. It's actually kind of hard to get to that morale thing. You know what? Screw it. We're kicking ass in all the fights anyway. We're just gonna run to the end. Let's finish off this map. I was checking our stats. We actually got every... Let me show you. Let me show you. This is kind of insane. Look at this. We've been on this map for 8 hours. That is insane. We actually found all of the golden chests this time, which is great. And then interesting that there are actually more puzzles than standard battles, though I suspect this last one might be a standard battle, so like 8 and 8. But yeah, bloody hell. We spent a lot of time on this goddamn map. And I thought the first map was long. Honestly, this map doesn't feel as long as the first one. But it's obviously super long. So there you go. Oh, there was actually there's a thing here the whole time. What can I do with this?
Your mother was a hamster, and your father smelled of elderberries.
Wow. How dare you, sir?
Was a hamster, and your father smelled of elderberries.
Never have I been so insulted in my life. Oh, wow, that bam, just the end. Bang on 8 hours. This looks good to me. Sure, let's go. Awesome.
Gods have mercy. And demons take it all.
City's not looking the best.
Taking advantage of the confusion, Meve maneuvered her troops to the very walls of the old town. Spying Lyrian banners, the defenders suspected a trap. But when they noticed Black Railer among them, they immediately lowered the drawbridge.
Nice.
The old town was a maze of brothels and shady taverns. In normal times, students and other pleasure seekers prowled its dark alleys. Now, tired soldiers slumped in every corner, though the Lyrians' arrival clearly buoyed their spirits. The Fraternal Realms warriors clasped each other's hands and swapped tales. Even Eden's king, Demoven, made no secret of his pleasure at seeing these unexpected arrivals.
Nice.
Me! Of all the besieged cities in all the world, you walk into mine. Come to the rescue, have you?
This is the guy. He is the king from the start of The Witcher 2.
To be quite frank, I've come to be rescued.
Oh, yes.
Oh.
I've heard much of the events in Lyria. Disgraceful. Such betrayal. However, as you might have noticed, things are none too rosy here either.
Yep.
Yes, that is hard to miss.
I thought we'd trade blows with the Blackclads. That it would be an even match. 2 weeks. That sufficed to annihilate the army I'd spent my whole lifetime building.
Your Majesty, I cannot say what fate will bring, if we shall reach this war's end alive. But I wish to say now that I admire you.
I admire you, Reynard. Sorry guys, I've just turned on my radiator in this office for the first time since... Gee, I don't know, probably first time since February or March. It's been a long time. I mean, we've had a really hot, like, kind of spring, summer, and autumn here in Ireland. It's only now, end of October, that the radiator's actually going on. So I think it's just like burning off some of the dust on it or something. It just smells a bit funny, so I'm just trying to keep an eye on it. Just make sure, you know, I don't end up in a room that's a bit like, you know, this in the background.
Oh.
You evacuated the city, yet refused to evacuate yourself. You fight to the bitter end, like a hero.
But of course, a king must lead by example after all. Especially in war.
Reynard. That rumbling, you hear it? Studded boots on cobblestones. The Nilfgaardians. Prepare the men for battle.
Yes, Your Grace.
So, now that we're alone, what's really going on?
Huh.
What? Did you not hear? I'm defending my capital, like a hero.
Ha 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 ha.
Demavend, please, don't feed me that drivel. We've known each other far too long. Why did you stay?
Meve. As meddling as you are beautiful. See that building? That one there?
The brothel? The Crimson Bodice?
Sounds lovely.
Precisely. So, but promise not to laugh. I'm a patron. A loyal one, in fact. One of the girls there, Demeretta. She's marvelous. Makes me feel young again.
Oh my god, Demavend and Demeretta. Oh boy.
A young fool, you mean? Demavend, there's a war on, and...
Allow me to finish. Demeretta became, well, with child. Exactly 9 months ago.
Oh.
Understand now?
Oh.
She's entered confinement. Having contractions.
Since yesterday.
Oh wow.
You see, I cannot leave her like this. Can't have her moved. I must stay put until she gives birth.
Damn.
And then what? Pray tell. Invite all of Nilfgaard to the christening?
No, my dear. There is a hidden tunnel deep beneath the city, leading far beyond its walls. Once the midwives cut the cord, we flee.
Cut the cord and flee. For a bastard to risk an entire army, this is folly indeed.
Demavend, you risk the lives of thousands of men for a single child? For a bastard to boot?
Meve, I would kill thousands of men for my child. Born in wedlock or out, it changes nothing.
It changes everything. One way the babe inherits the throne, the other...
Ah, you argue succession while I speak of a father's love. But I shouldn't expect you to understand.
Ooh.
Your heart, ice through and through,
Oh.
always has been. No wonder, villain.
Oh.
Your Majesties, the Nilfgaardians are attacking.
Cut him down, Reynard. Cut him down.
Meve, we must hold out.
All right.
A few hours,
Don't
that's
put
all.
him
I'll do what I can.
there. Oh my god. Oh wow, the defense of Old Town, of the Old Town. Midwives advise that women in the throes of childbirth be surrounded with a sense of calm and security. Demeretta was afforded no such luxury. As she opened her eyes between contractions, she witnessed the flaming missiles of Nilfgaardian war machines streak across the sky, and lifeless soldiers slide from the fort's walls. Faster, she whispered to her forthcoming infant son. Faster, my angel. Optional. Eliminate enough Nausicaa Brigade to give Demavend time to escape. Oh, that's optional? Story battle. Special rules. Okay, and extra cards. Gotcha. Gotcha. I didn't pay attention to whether this was shortened. Whoops. Well, we don't want him. We definitely don't want him. Don't really want him. Scythermen are really good.
Defend the king!
Ho 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 ho! We
will
got her.
stop them!
We got Black Bela. We're good. Okay. Whoa. Oh, we don't have any bombers. Uh-oh. So what do we got here? A heavy fire scorpion. Immobile persistent. After 4 turns. On turn start. Destroy castle gate. Oh boy. Not the best for taking cities, but great for razing them to the ground. Okay. It's got a regular fire scorpion. Order, damage an enemy by 2. If it was destroyed, spawn fire on its row. Oh god. Name's terribly misleading. Makes it sound like some corpulent reddish arachnid, not an exquisitely engineered weapon of mass destruction. And it's got these Nausicaa brigades. Human resilience. Every turn on turn end, move 1 row toward the opponent and duel a random unit on the row. Oh. Okay. I'll tell you what I'm gonna do then. Put a old spike trap on this row here. Yeah. And then let's give these guys a thump. And they all did. What's your power? Kingdom Event the 3rd. Permanent resilience. Got 15 turn counter. Reduce the counter by 1 for each Nausicaa brigade destroyed. When the counter reaches 0, Meve wins the battle. If he dies, we lose. Okay. My king enjoys life, enjoys pleasures and indulges often, but none of this has hindered his ability to govern the realm bloody well. Fair play to him. I like that there's heads in his basket. Okay. We could deliver a zappy zap to the fire scorpion here. We can do... resilience. Can I just Jade figurine this thing? Catapults. Nice, they take some damage, that's good. Wait, is it random? Kill those anyway. Nice. Oh, I can't hit the scorpion. Oh. I don't know exactly why not, but it's a bit of a bummer, I guess. Oh boy. This is gonna make all of them stronger too. I don't think there's any way we can kill this in 2 turns. I'd be surprised. I think we might do a Mandrake. I mean, we can obviously Alzur's Thunder this thing. But we could also just knock it into this. I think we'll wait on that. Let's do a Mandrake. Yeah, let's see what we get. We get Knickers out, which is nice.
We'll be reaping black-clad heads.
Okay, cool. Next time an enemy uses its order. So this guy's gonna get boosted quite a bit by this thing. Actually, he's just gonna destroy it, isn't he? With this catapult. God damn. He's gonna blow it up. Oh, never mind.
Barbarians.
Boost an allied machine by 4. Give it resilience. Ew. No. Bad.
I want their heads. Anvallen in order.
You want our heads, eh? Okay. This is gonna be bad. Can kill one of them anyway. I think we do just zap this thing. We'll kill him. Like, this catapult's bad news. There we go. That'll do. Hey, Saltamayo. Hey, TL. And bam,
Meve!
it's gone.
They're getting close. Devils take all. Help me.
They sure are getting close. Oh, and they got boosted. Okay. At least this guy's strong. Oh, he's got another catapult. Hey! Don't you dare hit Knickers. Oh! Duel. Units take turns dealing damage equal to their power until one of them is destroyed. So did he actually hurt Knickers? I don't know if he did. I don't think he did. That's good news then. If so. My thoughts on the game so far? Really good. Yeah, I like it a lot. I like it a lot. Okay. Yeah, I think I do. I'd love to play one of our Scythmen for loyalty, but no, this makes more sense. Oh, this guy doesn't move. Oh, bummer. I don't want to hit my trap back. I like my trap where it is. I mean, technically this is a shortened battle, actually. He's actually passed.
Meve! We must hold on a bit longer.
There we go. There's another -2 turns for you. That's pretty dope, eh? See, this thing has resilience, which kind of sucks. But... okay. Let me pass. Won the round. Bad news is we're not gonna have a trap here. Oh, never mind. We do have a trap. We're good. We're good, team. We're good. Get Rayla out there.
Fight to my last breath.
Lovely. That's fine. Donk. Actually, we could save this, and we could just do this. Donk. Imagine I move by 2. That's actually not a problem. I think we can save her thing. I could kill this, but I don't need to. It's just gonna do 2 damage. I think I'd rather wait. But yeah, I really like the game. I think the story is awesome. Got, okay, and he's got more of these guys. So we should win now this turn. And that should be a win, right? Oh no, 1 turn. Ah. Well, that's fine. Not a big deal, to be honest. I mean, let's get Xavier right there.
Not. We shall achieve our goal.
Yeah, no, the game's awesome. I think it's great. I mean, there's definitely things about it, I would say, that aren't perfect. But I like most of it. So this should win us the game. Here, this battle, I mean.
No! Let's chase!
It worked! Now retreat to the tunnel!
But yeah, I think obviously the graphics are amazing. The card game itself is a ton of fun. The puzzles are really good quality. I think the story is really cool too. The choices especially. There's a few things I don't like about it. Like, I'm a bit iffy on whether or not I even like Queen Meve. I feel like the pacing can be kind of slow as well. Like for example, one thing I prefer in terms of exploring the map, if, you know, there is a shorter main path, but then you have the side areas that may be more of the puzzles. Whereas at the moment, it's kind of like you got this giant map, there's puzzles and regular battles just sprinkled throughout. But it kind of still feels really linear because you just go do everything. There's no reason not to do everything. In fact, there's just benefit to doing everything. So it does feel just like this very long linear path, really, at the end of the day. I prefer if there was more to the map in terms of that. I don't know exactly what you could do, but to give it a bit more tension that way or something. I don't know. That'll be the main criticism. I feel like there has to be so many puzzle battles.
With their forces combined, the rulers managed to hold the old town long enough for Demereta to bear the king's offspring, a healthy, hardy boy. When the midwife slapped the infant, his scream carried above the roar of battle. Soon afterwards, the defenders abandoned the walls and left the city through a secret tunnel. The Nilfgaardians, furious that not one but two northern sovereigns were among the escapees, razed Aldersburg to the ground.
Oh boy. Give that baby a slap.
Thank you. If not for you, the devils would have devoured us.
I should say it was nothing. But the truth is, I need your aid.
Aid? But you see, my army is no more. I must pull back, regroup.
Pull back? Where to? The golden sun flies over your entire realm.
To Redania, to take shelter at the court there.
And then? Will you sit and watch the fool juggle apples as Nilfgaard parcels all Edirn out to its settlers?
Meve, one must know when to fold and when to double down. Nilfgaard has stretched the front. Winter will soon be here. Let the costs claw away at them. A year, two, then we strike. And we shall prove the Empire is a colossus with feet of clay.
Smart guy. Yeah, like they said, you know, he's very indulgent in himself, but he's still a good ruler.
Fine. Do as you see fit.
And you?
I can't live like that.
So what shall you do instead?
Fight on. Until I win. Or the black-clad curs tear me apart.
Gods, such pity I have for your husband. The poor man must have had a rough go of it.
He seemed content with his life while it lasted. Yet
Wow.
I'm serious, Demavend, in my request. You truly won't aid me. Provide nothing at all.
Royal decree. Okay.
I will tell my men whoever so wishes can join your party and fight on.
We got 10 men.
But please, curb your excitement. They are tired. Few will choose the path of greater resistance. But, are you familiar with the saying, when at wit's end, a dwarf's your friend?
Yes, it and many others. Yet as much as I appreciate folk wisdom, I prefer facts to philosophy at the moment. Preferably facts relevant to my situation.
How about this? Mahakam is but a week's ride from here. And there you'll find thousands of dwarves armed to the teeth. Enough to turn the tides of this war, I venture.
Ooh.
Yes, they could. If not for another fact. That the dwarves have always been famously indifferent to strife between humans. They'll never come to my aid. Bah! I doubt they'll even let me into their land.
Unless you show them this. The leaden ring. A token of amity given to me by the Elder-in-Chief.
Oh.
That's not to say they'll welcome you with open arms. But they will hear you out. And that is something.
Dwarven infantry I'd make good use of. I shall do as you say. Or at least try.
Good. And to ease your journey somewhat, I'll give you as your guide the best man. Or rather woman.
Yes. Black
Rayla.
Yeah.
Yes, Your Grace?
That's right.
You have been to Mahakam with me many times. You know their paths. Take Queen Meve and her party there.
'Twould be an honor, Your Majesty.
Yeah.
I'll send messengers ahead that the dwarfs may expect your arrival. Until then, good luck, Meve. And may we one day waltz upon the grave of our foe, Emperor Emir.
Got bad news for you, Matt. Demavend, mate.
May it be so. Just as long as I get to lead.
Ah, of course. Farewell, Queen.
Are the decision-making choice in this game?
Meve
Yes,
left
tons.
Aldersburg in ill spirits. Rather than provide the help she had hoped for, Demavend had merely sent her on to Mahakam. Her way west was lit first by the glow of a burning city, then by the smoldering remains of charred villages by the roadside. It was clear the war against Nilfgaard had taken a bitter turn. Each stranger was now treated as an enemy, and the customarily hospitable Edirnians slammed their doors at anyone's approach. The party's morale was somber as well, and did not even improve with the first sight of mountains looming in the distance. Wandering among the ashes, Meve entered the dwarves' domain.
Dwarves. Alright, Among the Ashes, main storyline for Eddard. Achievement unlocked.
Along perilously steep paths, Black Rayla led the Queen and company towards Mahaka, the dwarven homeland. There, among snow-capped peaks, someone awaited.
Rayla, you brought strangers.
Gabor, I present to you Meve, Queen of Lyria and Rivia.
Ah, a queen. Crivens. Well then.
A large shadow swept across the sky. The dwarf swallowed the rest of his greeting as all raised their gazes to see a dragon soar swiftly toward Mount Carbon.
Keltilis, dinna be afeard, he isn't a threat to us.
The dwarf had broken the silence gently, he himself quite familiar with this altogether unusual sight.
And now, sit yourselves down afore the pottage grows cold.
Aye. Oh, but... Flew. Drake?
Stone shriveling marvel, innit? Makes you almost sad the lizards are dying out.
I love the dwarves.
Should you not worry more about the fate of your brethren? That creature will soon have all Mahakam aflame.
Ha! Keltilis? No! He's lived here centuries. Harmless for the most part. Now, your grace. A taste?
No, none. Though your offer of repast I value, good sir.
Oh, no need of that. Gabor, please. Enchanted to make your acquaintance.
Gabor here's a true local notable.
Smooth
From one of
talker.
Mahakam's leading clans, the Zigrins. But then he wouldn't be our guide if he wasn't. A guide for all important guests.
That's one of the coolest things about The Witcher 2 was that basically it was like there were 3 acts to the story, but at the end of Act 1 you basically made like a couple of big decisions that determined where you went for Act 2. There's a completely different Act 2. So one of them was joining up with King Henselt, who's the king of Cadwyn? I think it's Cadwyn, which is, again, one of the other northern realms. So it's like joining up with him and working with his army. I think it was against Nilfgaard. Was it? No. Can't remember who he was fighting now. Whoops. But yeah, you're doing stuff with Henselt. Or then the other option was to go to Mahakam and, you know, do stuff with the dwarves. So yeah, I did both. I think I can't remember what I think I sided with Roach on my playthrough and did the Henselt stuff. And then I think I watched a playthrough where someone sided with Yorveth, or maybe I played through with Yorveth. I don't remember now. I think I watched one side and I played the other one anyway. It's very cool, really cool.
A pleasure. And as I said, I thank you for your hospitality, but I've no time to feast now. I must speak to your ruler at once.
Don't mean no offence, but Elder-in-Chief Bruverhoog's a recluse of sorts, as humans go. Didn't even meet the ones that wear crowns. But I suppose I could, meaning if you drafted a letter...
Her Majesty's got Demoven's signet, given willingly.
Ah. Well, that's a sheep of a different sort. We didn't let many human folk into Mahakam, and for good reason. So those who we let come through the second gate get blindfolded. Just after they've surrendered their arms at the first. But you've the leaden ring. Given one of your kind to confirm trust and amity. So, we're certain we can treat you as one of our own. Elder-in-Chief's in the pass visiting. Looking to his flock. Come on. No reason you two shouldn't jabber right quick.
Though the Lyrian infantry rose half an ell taller than the dwarf, he moved with remarkable ease through the waist-high snow, while those behind him slipped and stumbled on the ice-slick rocks. Meve and Rayla trailed the party, so they might speak in private.
Also to answer your question, ATL, I missed earlier, I presume there has been a ton of new content for Slay the Spire. I haven't played it since, but I'd be shocked if there wasn't a ton more by now. Ah, nice. Gabor Zigrin. Okay. Rayla, I'm grateful. Yeah.
Non-humans you despised immensely, I believed.
They don't bother me a bit. Long as they stay in their lands, seek fortune nowhere else. I detest only those who infest our cities, humbly insist on belonging to our guilds, holding office in our institutions, armies.
Yet some find a place for themselves, blend in marvellously.
It's never lasting. They're different, odd. Strain's inevitable. And then they'll always stab a human in the back.
Oh, a bit of casual racism there. I mean, to be fair, there's some truth to it in that there's value in having different cultures, and there can be value in having, you know, different cultures be in different places, because there's only so much that different cultures can overlap before they have to homogenize. But that's not really what she's saying. She's just more like, well, no, I'm just racist. I don't want them in my culture at all, full stop. They'll just stab you in the back because they're, you know, horrible. Anyway.
The ring. However did Demavend come to possess it?
Elder-in-Chief himself gave it to him, years ago. A decade, perhaps more.
Why?
Oh, you must have heard the tale, Your Grace. You see, formerly, Foltest of Temeria's sovereign of Mahakam, he believed it was his right to tax any Leand lands, so he sent collectors. Well, the dwarves felt stripped, so they stripped the collectors down to their natural state. Put them in beer barrels, they then rolled down the mountainside.
Ah, my. That incited Foltest's ire, I'm sure.
Indeed, Ember hot ire. A punitive expedition was assembled immediately. We're about to set off when Demavend managed to dissuade Foltest. Elder-in-Chief gave him the ring in thanks.
I see it all now. Prevented Mahakam's slaughter, Demavend did.
Your Majesty, Demavend prevented a slaughter, true. But Foltest's in the Temerians, not the dwarves. Mahakam and fortifications. Well, you'll soon see. No human will take them, ever.
The Elder's gratitude, then? Not certain I know where it came from.
Had the dwarves crushed the Temerians? No, when they had done so, what would have happened? Why, retaliation against all non-humans in Temeria. Bruver knew this, so in fact, Demavend saved them.
Exceptionally provident, the Elder-in-Chief.
And shrewd as a swarm of snakes. So when you speak, beware his hiss, and weigh your every word.
Interesting.
Rayla, your aid proved an unexpected bounty.
Your Grace, to fight arm in arm with one so bold as you is an honour from which I'll not readily resign. I was to lead you to Mahakam, King Demavend's order. As to my duties afterwards, I received no instructions. So until a sealed scroll containing such arrives, I will serve your Grace under her command.
Nice. You must return to Demavend, it's time. Fuck no. Always room for those of your ilk in my ranks. Hell yeah.
I'm content, Rayla. The times are such that no aid can I dismiss, and yours in particular.
I'm humbled, your Grace.
Let us move on. I've grown amply curious of this Elder-in-Chief, this Bruver Hoog.
Your Grace, I have a message for your eyes only.
Oh. 1 second here. Ooh. Ooh. Oh my. I presume that's the city up there. Dragon over there. Oh boy. That looks cool. Okay. Nice. Nice, nice, nice. Or is this? I don't remember. I'll recognize it maybe when we get there. Okay, first things first. We've got a report. Well, our first report from Mahakam. Situation in Mahakam, stable, unchanged for centuries. No evidence of internal opposition, open or covert. Power in Mahakam held by Elder-in-Chief Bruver Hoog, ruling on behalf of clans. Warning, Hoog extremely difficult negotiation partner. Tiresome to get him to sit down to talks. Deathly wearying to convince him to make even minor compromises. Only values good of Mahakam and its inhabitants. Appeals to anything else lead nowhere. During present war, Mahakam maintains strict neutrality, trades with both the Nilfgaard and Northern Realms. It sounds like it's going to be pretty tricky to convince this guy. Captain Tobias. Your Majesty, as promised, I'm reporting to you on the situation in Lyriad Rivia. Your son is king in name only. True power is held by Count Caldwell and General Ep Dahi. From what I hear, both lust for sole control, thus conflict between them is inevitable. Soon Nilfgaard will start expelling peasants from the best lands of Lyria and Rivia and importing their own settlers to replace them. Willem tries to delay the process, but General Abdahi will not relent. Our prayers for your success, my lady. Captain Tobias. Your love. Okay, let's check out Dwarf Bro. Hey, Gabor. Deploy, spawn and play Gabor left hook or Gabor bottomless pockets. Okay. Gabor left hook. Deploy, damage a unit by 10. If it was destroyed, deal any remaining damage to another unit. Wow. Okay. Gabor bottomless pockets, dwarf. Deploy, play 1 trinket from your deck. Ooh. Not as good. But not bad either. Brewer Hook once wished to banish him from Mahakam for having a llama in his living room. It's a long story. Well, hell yeah, let's get him in there. Let's get him in there. What do we take out in return? Maybe a Scytheman? The Scythemen are really good. Let's take out a Slinger for now. Stick at 25. We built up quite the pack of bonus dudes here. I mean, Isabel is maybe not that useful. I guess she's okay. We'll see. We might ditch her though. Like with the shortened battles, we'll see. We'll see what sort of foes we're running up against here. Gabor looks good though. Oh wait, did I have another new card to look at? Oh, the Royal Decree. Draw and play 2 Blitz units from your deck. Ooh. Word of advice, follow this to the letter, we won't have any problems. That's pretty nice. In terms of Blitz units, the Bombers are Blitz. Oh, basically, Bombers and Scythemen, both Blitz. Also, isn't Rayla? Oh no, she's not Blitz. He's Blitz. So, basically with Blitz, we could play Bombers or Scythemen. We do have a few of them. So the Royal Decree is pretty good. It does kind of overlap with Rayla a bit, though. We'll see. We'll see. For now, I think we're good. Okay, what do we got going on here? Mess tent, units take up less recruit cap. That's nice. Here we go. Everything's unlocked. Okay, so command tent decreases cost of recruiting units. That's nice. More recruit cap. That's nice. Each unit gains 1 armor at the start of battle. Oh. Ooh, well now. That's quite nice. Okay, okay. What do we got here? Stray's Den 2. Oh. Ooh, that might be the one. Strays of Spala. Damage a unit by 5. If it's on a row with fire, damage all units on it by 5. Now that's good. Strays Cavalry Plus. Mark unit. Every turn, damage it by 2. Now that's also pretty good. That actually makes the Cavalry good. Stray Slinger Plus has Zeal. I think Zeal means they can be ordered as soon as they're played. Oh, and nice. Move 3 cards. Damage any units moved by 4? Oh my god. That's amazing. Okay. Trading Grounds gives us the Regiment Drummer Plus, which is good. Lyrian Cavalry. They're good. 2 loyal. Grey Rider Plus are pretty damn good as well. What's this one? Trading Post. Enables you to trade gold for wood or recruits, as well as wood for gold. Okay. Cool. Armory. What's the Armory Plus? Sappers Plus. Lyrian Hajek Plus. Lyrian Landsknecht. Zeal Loyal. Damage an enemy and all enemies at the same power by 1. That's pretty good too. What do we have in the workshop then? Get a Wagenberg Plus. Gain 1 armor whenever. Okay, so Zeal. I guess it just starts with 2 armor. That's the main thing. This one we get the Crushing Trap Plus. Pitfall Trap Plus. That's good too. Damage all units on this row by 3. Ooh. Whenever a unit appears in this row, damage it by 3. That is nice. Crushing Trap Plus. Is it the power? as the average of the row's total power. If the average is 3 or below, destroy all units on the row, including self. Okay. We're playing on the hardest difficulty. Raytheon Onager. Yeah, they're pretty good. Whenever an ally's destroyed, gain a charge. Yeah, they're not bad. Here we get a horse thief. Mark a unit after 3 turns. Switch its power with this unit's power. Strays Infiltrator plus. Okay, boost it by combined power of adjacent units. Move to the other side. Not bad, I guess. Alchemist plus. Set a unit's power equal to the unit to its left, which is an order. Okay. What was it I wanted? I think this one. Doing it. Bam. Now we got Slinger plus. And Cavalry plus. And these Strays of Spala seem pretty good too. This one, not loving that option. Probably getting Command Tent. Yeah. We can get armor and stuff. It's pretty nice. Don't really care about War Wagon Plus or Wagenburg or Aretusa Adept. I mean, the Aretusa Adept's nice, but... What's this? So choose bronze, ally in the battlefield, or in your hand, add 2 copies to the deck. Yeah. I don't feel like that's that good without more card draw in these shortened battles. The Aretusa Adept is really good if you got a 3-round thing. But otherwise, well, not even, I don't know, it's okay. The Pitfall Trap Plus is probably the next thing I want to get, because that's really useful. Okay. Hang on, let's take a look-see over here. Okay, so the Strays of Spala, these guys are pretty good. Damage a unit by 5. If it's on a row with fire, damage all units on by 5. Like, they're very strong. Because we do have quite a bit of fire. Are they a blitz unit? No. They are damn good, though. Good value on them. With the bomber, you see. Might be a bit... I don't think we'll take any yet, because I feel like it might be a bit overkill. I'm actually going to take out a Scytheman. I'm going to put in another Slinger. So they do so much damage. The Slingers are insanely good. So 8 strength, which is, in the first place, pretty solid. Then the fact that you can move 3 units, you could do 12 damage. So in total, that's like 20 strength. On top of throwing them into fire, throwing them into pitfall traps, bringing them closer, and Meve can knock them around, and all of that boosting up Gascon as well. I think the Slingers are just really strong. Honestly, it's hard to think of what we'd move. Like the Scythemen, honestly, are really good too. They're really damn good too. It's hard to think of what we would replace. Certainly, I wouldn't bring any pikemen. Crushing Trap, I wouldn't bother with either. The Pitfall Trap's better at what we've got. Wagenburg, the Grey Rider, if we get a Grey Rider plus, I mean, he might be okay. I'd say they're pretty good. They seem like they generate quite a bit of value too. The Pathfinder maybe would be the thing to get, though it's not a plus card. But, I mean, it's got free card draw, presuming the round lasts long enough. And he doesn't die. It's pretty solid. We'll see. Don't really care about the Infiltrators. Like, honestly, the Infiltrator, you know, it might... The thing is, it's kind of clunky to make it work. They're just gonna die to our fire and shit. So, and our traps. So I don't see how we can make them work with this deck. And you're going up against Scythemen, and Scythemen have kind of mega value, let's be honest. These guys are now pretty decent, like 2 damage per turn. It's okay. Hard to compare it though. Again, like, okay, so you play this card, it's got 6 strength, and yes, it's doing 2 damage every turn. But I mean, a Slinger can do 12 damage as soon as it's played, and it's got 8 strength. So it's basically it gives you 14 more benefit ignoring the effects of pitfall traps and boosting Gascon. 14 more strength than one of these guys. And if he dies, so he takes 7 turns to do as much value. And he could easily die in that time. Yeah, honestly, I'm kind of in love with the Stray Slingers. I think they're beasts, and the Scythemen I think are beast as well. And the Bombers are obviously amazing. I'd struggle to see why I would change anything here. This looks really damn good. I mean, we could maybe mix up this stuff. But our bronze units are super strong. Like, we get any of these, which is amazing with the Mandrake. And then we get to steal something from them. We've got maybe a bit too much removal with 2 of these and the decoy. We could switch something up here. So we got removal with Scepter of Storms as well. We'll consider that. Like, being able to play the Blitz, being able to just drop fire on demand could be really good. We'll see. I think we'll leave it for now. But yeah, we got cool stuff happening with our deck, that's for sure. Lots of people to talk to. I'm sad that Ake's not here, but oh well. I suspect that, like, I strongly suspect that Rayla stayed because we had multiple choices, which is like, let her butcher elves. And I suspect if we didn't let her kill all the elves, that she would have left. I also suspect if we killed all the elves that Ake would have left. He would have been like, this isn't honorable. I didn't come here to commit genocide. So who knows? Who knew the scythe is better than the sword? Yeah, the scythemen are insanely good. There's eight golden chests here. Okay. The scythemen are insanely good.
Isbel?
Apologies. Thoughts consume me sometimes. Is there something you need?
Now, she might leave as well from all this elf butchering.
Since we left Edirne, you've seemed unsettled. Is all in order?
I've seen many wars in my time. All ugly, all repulsive. But what the Imperials did at Aldersburg was... it was unforgivable.
Nilfgaard. That's what it does, Isbel. They seek here to repeat the rape of Sintra, the slaughter there.
Yes, I saw that. I was there. And at Sodden.
Then you know of what they're capable.
After Sodden, I took an oath never to take part in another war. Such suffering, such hatred, senseless, all those deaths.
Senseless deaths? Our troops sacrificed their lives in defense of their homeland, loved ones.
I believe, I must believe there's a better way. Forgive me, Mom. I must gather my thoughts. Never mind about me, though. I shall perform my duties to my utmost, as ever, as always.
Glad to hear it. What you discuss with my soldiers?
You speak with my soldiers a good deal. Said so yourself. I'd like to know what about.
Corporal Larkin, Ma'am. Do you know him? Captain Oisin, perhaps? Or Lieutenant Tegan?
Oisin. Haha. In Irish, that's Oisin. My best friend's Oisin.
Of course I know them. Among my best.
Oisin.
They've served me loyally for years.
You know them. But did you know that in fleeing Lyria, the corporal left behind a newborn daughter? His wife was in confinement when you gave the order to march. The corporal could not go to see them. And true, the captain has no wife, no child. But he's not seen his brother in 5 years. Never once been granted leave. Your General Odo's orders always taking precedence.
Allow me to guess. You shall now tell me Tegan abandoned his sick mother to follow me.
No, Ma'am. Count Caldwell's men murdered the lieutenant's kin. Retaliation for his joining your rebellion. He learned of this just recently.
Enough. You've made your point. Yet even were I to order them to return, they wouldn't listen. They know they've got nothing to go home to while Nilfgaard occupies our land. Duty calls. I must go.
Of course. Should you need me, I'll be here.
Let's talk to Reynard. What's up, Reynard?
Yes, Your Grace?
How you doing? How are you and Gascon getting along?
How go things, Reynard? You and Gascon get along now, I hope.
Well, you might say we've established a certain rapport, Your Grace.
Tell me more, friend.
I don't pry into his affairs, nor he into mine.
I'd prefer it if my commanders worked together more closely.
Your Grace, the man's a brigand.
Oh, Reynard. He was a brigand.
I must disagree, I fear. Yes, he stopped thieving for now, but only because it's convenient, so to speak. Gascon isn't a changed man. He still hasn't an ounce of honor, dignity.
Yet he has a unit of armed men, without which we'd be much worse off. Might not even have survived.
Agreed. The Strays are excellent fighters. I'd be the first to admit it. I only fear they might turn on us. Leap at our throats when we least expect it.
It's time I attended to other matters.
I hope they don't. We need those goddamn slingers. They're amazing, and the bombers. Legit, most of our cards are either hero units or strays.
Hey ho, how's my favorite queen in the north?
I like this guy.
You and Reynard, do you get along?
Like a cat and a hound. Get it? Because they call me...
Yes, yes, your jests are easily understood. Far more difficult to enjoy.
That's probably true, in your royal high and mightiness's case.
Will you answer my question?
We get along because we must. Though it'd be far easier if he pulled the lance from his arse.
Haven't heard a truer word in a long while.
Oh, gee.
What was that?
Nothing. Nothing.
Damn.
It's time I attended to other matters. Farewell.
Damn, Meve. Oh, we'll talk to Gabor last, because he's awesome. Xavier, what's up,
Yes,
bud?
milady?
You choose not to follow your king, Xavier. Why?
To fight in the field, with you. This was my wish, my lady.
But what of your home? Rosberg must be rebuilt. Engineers are needed.
I've no kin in Rosberg. No soul left for me there. All I've left is revenge.
I understand. Other matters await my attention. We shall speak later.
As you wish, my lady.
I see that she hasn't healed him up at all. Great.
Yes?
Hey, Bela, you're awesome.
Rayla, might I ask you a personal question?
Certainly, ma'am. But I can't guarantee I'll answer.
You see, Nilfgaard marched into my land, invaded, stole my crown, slaughtered my folk, and topped it all off by turning my own son against me. Yet, the hatred I hold for them's a mere shadow of the passion that grips you. You lust for the blood of every last Scoia'tael.
Haven't heard a question yet, Your Grace.
What did they do to you, Rayla? What happened to make you who you are?
You know who she reminds me of? She reminds me a bit of Kate from Line of Duty. It's a BBC, it's a really good show. I've seen the first 3 seasons. I can't wait to see. I think season 4 is out. Season 5, I think they're working on. I don't know if it's out yet, but oh man, it's so good. But she reminds me of Kate, because Kate's like just, you know, really just like super competent. Like just in this way of being like, yeah, no, I didn't hear the question yet, you know. Just super competent and very confident. Just in that way. Not in the whole, I want to murder all the Scoia'tael way.
Elves and humans, they can interbreed. But you must know that. My mother was an elf.
No way.
Making me half of one. We lived in a hamlet, and all around us knew. The other children would bully me, beat me, spit in my face. No why. Because they feared the Scoia'tael. But powerless, fully aware they could not defend themselves, they took their fear and shame out on me. The Scoia'tael sow hatred and terror between the races. And that will not change. It will not disappear. As long as their bloody rebellion continues.
Yeah, from my playing of the Witcher games, I'm extremely anti-Scoia'tael as well. It's like, there's obviously massive problems. You know, it's a dark world, there's a lot of violence and racism, but the Scoia'tael, they're just terrorists at the end of the day. They're just, you know, they're trying to stop the violence by more violence. And they're very ineffective, like they typically don't achieve very much. They nearly always get beaten and they just like murder and torture a bunch of people along the way. It's going to tell a pretty bad news in the Witcher world.
Demoven's reason for so fiercely defending Aldersburg, I must say it caught me quite by surprise.
Not me. King went to that brothel every time he stopped at Aldersburg, which was oft. He made sure of that. I told him he'd sting a girl with his serpent one day, but he wouldn't listen.
Sting a girl with his serpent. I like it.
My, I see Demoven couldn't keep anything secret from you.
Didn't have a choice, really. When Edurn was not at war, I served as his bodyguard, followed him everywhere, and saw everything. My king enjoys life, enjoys pleasures, and indulges often, but none of this has hindered his ability to govern the realm bloody well.
I must go. We'll speak later.
Gabor, sup, man?
Your Grace, I need to speak with your quartermaster. Excuse my Elvish, but I can't drink that goat's piss he serves in the mess.
Reynard's doing, no doubt. He doesn't like the men to drink too much.
To be blunt, ma'am, what Reynard himself needs is to get good and bloated for once in his stiff life. So, I have a proposal for you. A shipment of the best dwarven mead and lager. I can arrange for you to arrive. Trust me, the men's morale's nae like to be a problem when they pour a bit of fire in their guts.
Splendid idea. Arrange it.
Good point. Very well.
Oh, you've my thanks, dear Queen. A few more days of that and I'd have been lapping up puddle water.
I trust you'll arrange the details.
Of course, no worries. You didn't ken how happy a dwarf you've made me. Ah, right. And the men too, of course.
Tell me more about the Zigrin clan.
You're a Zigrin, are you not? I know the name. One of your clan slew the dragon Ockvist.
Aye. You're thinking of Yarpen. Cousin of my cousin. Left Mahakam when I was but a wee snot. Decent enough dwarf, but never could conform to our basic tenets and laws. Though, admittedly, we've so damned many it's hard to keep them from leaking out your ears.
Is it that bad?
I'll put it this way. Among human folk, you cannae steal, brawl, murder. All the basics. In Mahakam, we've got laws about how to braid our beards. But I'm no one to complain. The Zilgrins are well-to-do, one of the richer clans. Got more than enough goods to suit our needs. No, we've got some bads as well.
What do you mean?
Bah! Nae worth your time. I didn't mean to bother you. Sides, best to jabber of such things over a cold pint. Or keg?
Then tell me about the Elder-in-Chief.
Your elder. I'd like to know more. Do tell me about him, please.
One tough horseman, Bruva. Stubborn as an old goat, as you'll soon see for yourself. All in all, though, he's nae as scary as some say. Been keeping the clans in check for some 2 centuries now. Which is nae a small feat, I might add, no.
No conflicts between them all this time. Are you certain?
I can't tell if you're jesting. At each other's throats each day they are. Breckenriggs despise the Chives. Dalbergs and scratch out the Hoog's eyes given half the chance. As for us, we hate them arse-licking foxes. But Bruver's got his ways, keeps each yen in line. If not for him, Mahakam would have fallen to bits ages past.
Why?
Round 150 years ago, when the elves were fighting that hopeless war against your folk, the Elder-in-Chief ordered the pass to Mahakam sealed tight. If it weren't for that, we'd have ended up like the pointy ears. As it was, we waited for the shite storm to abate. Didn't open the pass and stretch your legs again till it was safe.
Yes, I remember. The manufacturers in Rivia have yet to recover.
With all due respect, Your Grace, your workshops forge utter crap. It's nae our fault that human folk prefer dwarven goods. Basic market principles, that's all it is.
I feel enlightened, Gabor. Thank you. We shall return to this conversation later.
No skin off my back. We seeing each other, Your Grace.
He's awesome. I like him. Alright, let's row. Let's roll.
A hearty Mahakam welcome to you.
What an honor! Even the arbalists salute us with cocked quarrels.
Oh, that well. An ounce of prevention saves a slag heap of trouble.
Wise words.
None too shabby as views go, eh?
Were it not for the howling wind, I'd make a sketch.
Alright, we got some recruits. Some quests and a battle. I'm excited to get into a battle with our new dudes. I'm excited for sure. Right, Gabor and our slinger pluses. Ooh. Ooh.
Meve rode slowly, her surroundings interesting to her, her ears keen to take in the cacophony of sounds. The sharp whistle of wind rushing past towering peaks, the squeak of wagon wheels rolling over frozen snow, and the roar of beasts.
What the? I dare not venture a guess.
Gabor scratched his chin.
An ice troll. Or one of them Barbie Gaza pajamas.
These beasts, are they tame? As the dragon?
Not in your life. Fierce horsens, every last one of them. Spring cleaning year past, one year bit my arm clear off.
The Queen's brow rose in a silent inquiry.
All right. You don't quite ken the context. Each spring, with the melting of the snows, a good bit of that filth comes out the ground. That's when Bruver Hoog summons all dwarves for spring cleaning. We cut down as much of the filth as we can, and that means relative calm the rest of the year.
Out of the corner of her eye, Meve noted a dark shape darting between rock formations. Calmly, she drew her sword and brandished it a time or two to warm up her stiff arms.
Seems it is our lot to assist you with this cleaning. Lyrians, arms at the ready. Prepare to fight.
Nice. I have to say, I mean, being from Scotland must be pretty good if you if you want to work as like a fantasy writer or something like that. It's like, hey, I'm from Scotland. I ken the tongue. You know, you just be like, yeah, you need to write these dwarfish characters that show up or dwarven, excuse me, characters that show up all over the place in fantasy games. Bam, I can do it naturally. For a great many years, Mahakam was closed off to the outside world. When the Elven kings began their last, desperate push to drive men from the lowlands, the dwarves slammed shut the passage to their mountainous realm and waited. Centuries. Only when the slaughter in the valleys below subsided did they open their gates again. The dwarves refer to this day as the Great Erenaut. Alright, do not let Bruver die. Eliminate the Shaelmar in one fell swoop. Ooh. Okay. Shaelmar. That was in Blood and Wine, wasn't it? In the arena. Cards to redraw. Now again, I'm not sure what precisely we're going up against. Let's try get... Oh. Let's try get... Bela.
Stop standing around like corns on a toe! Get to work!
Okay, so this thing, the mighty Shaelmar. Imagine a cross between a mole and an armadillo, but 10 feet tall with an appetite for human flesh. Okay. Every 3 turns on turn start, randomly damage enemies by a portion of Shaelmar's current armor, then move to the other row. If moved to the melee row, damage the highest enemy unit by this unit's current armor. If moved to the ranged row, damage the lowest enemy by this unit's current armor. Then set armor to 8. Oh boy. Oh geez, this could be really tough. Spawn 2 Mahakam protectors, move an enemy from the melee to the ranged row. Okay. Protectors, resilience, and 4 armor. Cool. That doddery dolt, you can't even tell if he's alive or stuffed. Well, I guess our traps are going to get good value here. So when he moves to melee, he'll damage the highest enemy unit by its current armor. Nasty. I mean, I guess we get a trap down. So he could either play a trinket, or he could do a left hook thing. I don't know. It's got a trap down anyway. Seeing as this still going to be hopping all over the place apparently. Lower its armor at least. Oh, it's whenever the every 3 turns. Okay, that's actually not so bad then. So we got multiple turns to deal with this.
I smell a leak.
Set some stuff on fire, shall we? Well, let's give it a zap actually. Just remove its armor. Did 0 damage. Now it gets 8
Watch
armor.
out! It's rolling our way!
Sure is. Right. So, damage the highest enemy. I think. Is there even any point in the Scytheman? Do we have to win? No. The Scytheman's kind of useless then. Well, he'll absorb hits. That's actually fine.
We'll be reaping
Let's do this.
black-clad
Knock him
heads.
back into the fire. And the trap. And this guy will start taking some hits for us. That's good. He can start burning down. He's going to pop over here. He's going to hit this guy for, well, 1. We're good. We're all good. We could electrocute him. Let's get Gabor in there. Let's see what he does.
For you, pal! Anything.
Oh, I can choose. Play a trinket. Oh, damage the unit by 10. Hell yeah. Come back, son of a gun. Okay, and then we just electrocute this bad boy.
All right. You got some splaining to do.
Shelmer down. Wow. That ended up being super easy.
As the wails of speared Shaelmars died down, the crowd of Mahakaman infantry parted. A dwarf stepped forth, grey as a snowfox, wrinkled as a prune. He walked with difficulty, supporting himself on a battle axe, its 2 heads dripping blood.
This would be our elder-in-chief, Bruver Hoog. And who might your guests be, Gabor? Meve, Queen of Lyria and Rivia, and her associates in court.
My regards, Elder. I come...
You come for something. Coin's my first wager. Fighting bodies my second. Well, what is it you want? I'm on in the years, aye, but I'm not gone dotty. Tja, you menfolk. You got to fall on hard times to remember us dwarves.
I've come with a design in mind, I cannot deny. But hear me out and you shall see.
She's armed! Gabor! Why the devil did you let her in here like that? And without a sack or her heat! She has the leaden ring, Elder.
A gift from a king.
From Demavend, lassie, I ken that already. Trust a man, give him something of value, and he'll go and give it away as easy as a street whore gives away nubs. It's a good thing he didn't pawn it. Sons of humans.
I've travelled far to see you. Hear me out, I beg you.
Let it be my loss. Go on, heave her away.
Nilfgaard has overrun my realms. It has overrun Edirn. The Blackclads are at the foot of Mahakam. They will seek to overrun your land sooner or later as well. We must act. We must react together, while there is still time.
Time? What do you ken of time, lass? Got how many summers to you? 40, maybe? Had you grown up amongst dwarven folk, at your age you'd be learning to crochet dolls. No more than that. I've seen 400 summers come and go. And I've been elder for 200. And you know what I've learned in that time? That meddling in your idiot scraps doesn't ever bring any good. Now, on a normal day, I'd have you all thrown clear out of this land I love. That you've the leaden ring, and that grants you the right to hospitality. And here, in Mahakam, laws and rights are sacred. You may stay in the pass long as you wish. Young Zigrin will serve as your guide.
And once you've tired of the mountains, well, you ken the way down into the valleys. I bid you farewell.
My Lord Elder, with all due respect, we came to your aid. We smote the beasts with you, yet...
And who the demons is this one?
Count Reynard Odo.
Ho ho, Odo, Lodo, Bodo! Now, you listen and listen well. We didn't ask for aid, and you know why? 'Cause I've my dignity. Not like some. Mates and wenches! Spring cleaning's done, beast culling's over. Mount Carbon beckons us home. Follow me!
Your Grace, be not dismayed. We will find a way.
Manage we shall, true. Though damned if I know how. We have none other to whom we can turn, no other land where we can flee.
Let us convene in council, Your Grace. Consider together what's to be done. We've yet Redania, Temeria...
Your Grace, might I draw you aside a wee moment, for a jabber?
Reynard, please excuse me. Well, what is it you want?
I ken the Elder-in-Chief dinna make a good first impression.
And the second? Is it any better?
To be quite frank, no. I'll try elsewise. Not all's lost, trust me. Bruver's a stubborn goat, no doubt about it. But a goat to be persuaded. And I happen to ken how.
The selfless impulse to help. I don't believe it exists. So before you describe how you aim to aid me, be kind enough to explain why you wish to do so. Unsolicited, mind you, and clearly against your elder's wishes.
A query of my own to answer yours. Do you ken when Bruver Hoog last strode down the mountains into your lowlands?
I know not. While King Sambuk sat on the throne?
Point of fact, never. Hoog was born here and he'll die here, like most Mahakaman dwarves. Whereas I'm a frequent visitor in your human lands. Been an emissary to royal courts, trade guilds, mummers' troops, and I've eyes. I can see all the rubbish goes on between yous. Nilfgaard's insatiable. The Blackclads will not stop till they've put the whole continent neath their boot. From Ophir in the south to the Dragon Mountains in the north. Gods forbid they grip all the Nordlings' realms in their vice. 'Cause then we'll have their hordes all round, controlling all the trade routes, supply lines, diversions even. And then they'll control terms and prices. Ooh. We dwarves have never been on a lead, let alone a short one. So, in short, we'll all be better off with the Blackclads back across the Yaruga. And I've seen your grace. Seen you in battle. You've brawn and bite, and with the right support, you can drive them back. I ken that well.
Very well, I'm all ears. What must we do to spur Bruverhoog to aid us?
This is a true love story right here.
I might start with the thorn in our side that are beasts. A bigger thorn than most expect. See, in our never-ending search for gold, we dug deep. Too deep. And reached abysses where monsters are born, or however they come to be. Soon as it turns a bit warmer, they crawl out to feed. And there's more every year. What you saw there, the spring cleaning, that's just light yearly upkeep. It dinna go at the source of the blight. Every spring we cull enough so we can live and trade and mine normal-like. But there are corridors in the upper valleys midst the peaks, where more lie waiting to pounce. So many, there's settlements that have done been abandoned.
I still fail to see how this relates to myself and Bruver.
Your Majesty, slay the beasts down to their last, and you'll win the hearts of the clans. All of them. And with the clans behind you, why, the Elder'll have no choice. He'll bend an ear, treat you serious. You got two sites through which beasts swarm in great numbers. There's Davor's Abyss, and an abandoned underground settlement called Burr's Rump. Destroy those, collapse the corridors, problem solved.
Okay.
You colour the solution as simple and known. Why has Bruver Hoog not gone at the matter?
You must learn one thing about us dwarves of Mahakam. Customs, traditions, why, we're obsessed. Goes thrice for Bruver. The Elder deliberates weeks on end. And that's in considering if we shouldn't wear suspenders, because they might be through outside, and should thus be forbidden. We've a set of laws, the Four Dwarves Codex. One of its tenets says, dare you not close a corridor
If
once
only I
opened.
could be so grossly
no
incandescent.
self-respecting dwarf can,
I
nor
got my
will
best
do
friend
it.
a fridge for her birthday. I can't wait to see her face light up when she opens it.
Oh my god. Clyde Universe, dude, thank you so much for subscribing 7 months in a row. And thank you very much for that terrible, terrible joke. Oh
You're
god.
free with. The laws didn't apply.
You'd fit in well
You've
with
a free
Gabber.
hand in sealing the corridors from which the beasts come. Collapse them, flood them, I dinna ken, but solve the grief once and for all.
And this, 'twould suffice.
I believe it would. But find you other ways to win the heart of a clan or Bruver himself. Do so. Can he bring no harm?
Alright.
All
Got a
this
plan.
sounds rather toilsome, yet I do favour this to losing another moon seeking out a court where we would at first be welcomed, only later to hear another rebuke. You've my gratitude, Gabor. You've shown me a way. Very well. Let us think on these beasts. See what's to be done.
Okay. Take out some beasts. Sounds good to me. Well, plenty of loot to be had here. Lovely, lovely.
I've come to the conclusion your Elder-in-Chief is not fond of guests.
Fond? That's near a quarter of it. He hates them, with seething passion. But you're damned lucky.
Why's that?
Let you in, didn't he? Mahakam was cordoned off completely through the outside world for many a long year. Clans finally forced Bruver to at least let in peddlers and emissaries. Though he dragged his feet as long as he could.
What we got here? Guest rulebook. Dear guest, to make your stay in Mahakam a merry one, it doesn't end with you rolling down a cliff in a barrel. Do us all a favour and stick to these rules, written by me, Elder-in-Chief Bruver Hoog. 1. Don't go sticking your nose in others' affairs. 2. You fondle it, you buy it. 3. Don't question our laws. 4. Get out as quick as you can. 5. Don't bother me. Okay. Good rules. Good rules. I like them. That'd be my rules too. They would be my rules too. So where are we at? We got ourselves a battle up there. Okay, cool. We got ourselves a fisherman.
Quiet, wench. You'll scare the fish off.
Quiet, wench.
Crevens. Trout was already nipping at the bait. Then you came along and frightened it off. Duvel shice. Duvel shice.
He's not a fan of me talking to him, huh? Oh well. What's this? My queen, there are bodies of dwarven miners trapped beneath the sheet of ice, likely swallowed by the river. It's too late for them now, but their equipment is recoverable, though bear in mind, should any fall in, they'd freeze to death in the blink of an eye. Okay, so for -2 men, of which we've got a year's worth, we get 150 gold, 100 wood, and a card piece. Uh-huh. Yep. I'm in. Ooh, it's a trophy that we're working on. Very cool. Well, let's grab this. Let's head back to that battle. Ooh. Hello. The Shaelmar's Lair. Elder Hoog once instructed his secretary, Gromek, to prepare a list of all the caves, caverns, and grottos in Mahakam. None ever learned why such information had become a priority for the Elder-in-Chief. Perhaps Bruver needed the record for a highly secretive task, or perhaps he had simply fallen into a sour mood and wished to bring the secretary down with him. In any case, the census of Mahakam's underground caverns was never completed, for Gromek had disappeared without a trace. None ever discovered his true fate. Yet the bones that continue to pile up and gather dust at the threshold of Mahakam's darkest caves serve well enough to spark one's imagination. Alright, standard battle, let's go. Ditch her. Definitely ditch him as well. We don't need 2 traps. Bomber, could work. We don't need 3 of them. Yeah. Let's try this, sure. Oh boy. Okay. On turns end, spawn a harpy egg. I think that happens every turn. Oh, yeah. Actually, I'm not sure. Death Wish. If it dies, it spawns a harpy. This could get gnarly. Like, really gnarly. What's your power? Every 2 turns on turn start, give a random unit 4 armor. On round end, units with armor gain resilience. Oh god. Okay. Right. Do I want to put a trap in? It would kill that. We just spawn tons of harpies. Which may be a bad idea. I think we could probably get away with it. Let's just get a Scytheman in.
My spirit's willing and how, but
and
these damn boots are killing
screw it. Let's just spawn in a harpy. We're gonna do tons of damage anyway, so I think we're kind of screwed. Wow, he gave the egg resilience. Forktail, deploy, consume the 3 lowest allies. Oh boy. Okay. This is fine. Maybe. I mean, it just... yeah, it's okay. We can zap it if we want. Do you want to put a trap there? Let me think. We can always destroy something with this. Like this thing. Should be easy. I'm just trying to think, what do we want to invest here? I think I'll just throw down another Scytheman.
There's a time to reap, a time to sow.
Just chill this turn. See what this guy's gonna do. A Slizzard. Every turn on turn start, increase counter by 1, damage a random enemy by 2. Ooh. Death Wish. Multiply this unit's counter by 3, damage unit by that amount. Ugh. That's bad news. Do I want to kill that just straight up? I mean, I can't quite kill it straight up is the problem. This would kill this. I would damage that. It wouldn't kill it. It's annoying. Rude. Oh boy. Oh boy. Okay. I think a solid first step is to thump all these into the back row. Or alternatively thump the Forktail into the back row. Gonna spawn fuck tons of harpies, but... He's gonna run out of harpies in the end, right? Hopefully.
I smell a leak.
Set all of them on fire. If I electrocute now, we'll kill this thing. Let's do it. Let's gonna hurt him by 6, but best kill it off quick. Okay. He's passed. Okay, good. I think I should probably pass too. It'd be nice to pick up the bomber, but we can always just pick up Gabaware. That'd be fine. Let's just pass. We're in the rain. Okay, good. What do we got? Gascon, alright. Some slingers. An Isbel. Again, you can see she's useless here. Get rid of her. Oh, I could only redraw 1. Oh. Okay. Get us 1 slinger down.
Bigger they are, easier they are to target.
Damage a random enemy by 2. If it's under Biting Frost, damage it by 4 instead. Repeat this ability whenever a Snow Wolf ally appears. That could get annoying real fast. Let's use our Mandrake here. See what we get. Oh, we get our doggo. I didn't realize we hadn't got him out yet. That was a mistake.
You mad? Don't shake that!
Let's throw on fire. I think I'll save my loyalty. Oh, what do I got here? Oh, I have a Snow Wolf. Okay. And I could zap it and do 4 damage. Let's kill this thing. Oh, that was a mistake. I shouldn't have done that. There's a 66% chance he would have died. Now I can't knock stuff back. Well, I can with this guy, but that was a mistake. Should have saved that. Harpy in the fire. Okay. Spawned an egg in the fire too. Wonderful. So another slinger down.
Thing about slings, they hide well.
Okay. Could start shoving people around here. Seems pretty good. Do you want to kill these eggs? I don't think so. I pick up my bomber. Snow Wolf. And more eggs. Okay. It's fine. Let me think. I think I'll get Gascon down.
Quick and painful this'll be.
He's bugged. We've moved plenty of stuff. Like that just moved and he didn't get anything. He's bugged. That's kind of a bummer. I should have moved that first. So I want to kill this. Spawn a Harpy egg. Not that big of a deal. Just end turn. Oh, Forktail. That's gonna spawn a bunch of Harpies. Okay. I mean, we might as well use this. We'll kill those harpies. Almost kill this one.
Alright, that's no problem.
Smack that forked tail. Uh-oh. Oh boy. They instantly spawn their eggs. Man, that's so mean. That's so rude. Jeez. Okay. Do I want to play anything more here? And I could pay my thunder. Get pretty big value. 15 damage, it's solid. I mean, these things are probably going to die to the fire, so it's going to electrocute the crap out of them. YOLO. Oh, it spawned there? Oh well. Many harpy eggs. He only has 2 cards left. I've got quite a lot of value in terms of my cards. He's got a lot of harpies, though. I can kill all the harpies, though. You know what? I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna kill these harpies. Stop them spawning eggs. I think that's well worth. I'm gonna knock this jerk into the fire. Which will not boost Gascon. That's a problem. Why does it not boost Gascon? He's got 1 card left. Let's just win.
This could hurt.
He's so... oh boy. There's gonna be a lot of harpies here, actually. We win. Good. We do win. Well, let's yoink up this guy anyway. Thank you. Actually, will that hurt us? We probably should just passed. He's getting stronger. Let's just pass. Let's not mess around anymore. Just win. Take a win. Just take the win. That's definitely a bug on Gascon, though. I don't know why. People of the Hills, we hereby order 5 barrels of cured beef, 40 links of juniper sausage, 5 sides of pork, 10 dozen goose eggs, 20 sacks of rye flour. Payment issued in gold. Warning! Goods must be tightly packed so as to not attract monsters. We bear no responsibility for accidents. Elder Vavranek of Clan Ferenc. Well, it clearly did attract monster attention. They didn't pack him close enough. A border. Cool. We could upgrade something, I think. Let's do that. Can I upgrade my pitfall trap? Yeah. I want to do that. Nice. Pitfall trap plus. Lovely. Lovely. Crushing trap plus. Power of each unit on the row to the average of the row's total power. If the average is 3 or below, destroy all units, including self. Pitfall trap, though. Damage all units by 3. Whenever a unit appears, damage it by 3. That's so good. And then the Onager. Damage an enemy by 3 with 2 charges. Whenever an ally is destroyed, gain 1 charge. That's not bad either. but I like our deck that we've got right now a lot. Okay. I find the green things are actually easier to see against the white background.
Dwarves are demanding a pretty sum, but their steel's worthy of any crown. No offense meant, but Rivian blades don't hold a candle to their Mahakaman cousins. Their elders just a tad eccentric.
A little
Their
bit.
elders just a tad.
He's just a little bit eccentric, yes. I agree. Nice loot. Thank you. Okay. Puzzle battle. We got some loot. Another puzzle. Wow. Okay. And some points of interest around here. Looks like we got to swing around here, up there. We pop over here, then around and up. That's exactly what we got to do. Cool. Cool, cool, cool. Sorry, wait. Where exactly do we got to go? Oh, yeah, we're going... Okay, well, let's go... which puzzle we do first? Does it matter? Let's do this one first. Mahakam is not unlike an iceberg. What's visible on the surface is but a tiny fraction of the whole. In order to truly grasp the enormity of the Dwarven realm, one must venture beneath the earth, traverse miles-long passages, peer into chasms that seem to stretch into eternity. Before long, foreigners can begin to lose all sense of time and space. The mine shafts appear identical, one after another, as if reflected in a mirror fashioned from mountain crystal. Okay, use your leader's ability. Look into the eye of your foe. What separates you is but only a mirror. Okay. The depths of Moria. I get your reference, game. Maybe. Oh my god. Okay. Okay. What's our leader ability? Choose a stone. Swap it with a stone on its left. If there's none, move it to the rightmost place on the other row. What the fuck? Swap the stone on the left, or move to the right. Okay, we've got a Runestone of the Void. This card cannot be played. Never mind. A mere bauble in the hands of fools. Its true power draws from the capability of the commander. What the fuck does that mean? A blue stone. Perhaps these can be arranged in a specific pattern. A red stone. What the fuck? Okay, here's my idea. Maybe we have to, like, line them up like a line. Oh. I can't move mine. Okay. Well. I don't know. I mean. What happens if I do this? Okay, great. Maybe I have to line up 3 in a row. Is that it? I don't know. We'll find out. Let's see what happens if we line up 3 reds in a row. Absolutely nothing. Okay. Oh, wait. I was gonna say, do we have to mirror this, perhaps? So we want like a green there. We want the orange here. Is this right? So it would be green, blue, orange, red. Green, blue, orange, red. Wait, no. This is exactly set up. Cannot be played. Swap those? I don't fucking know. What the fuck? specific pattern. Hmm. 2 green in row 2. 2 orange in the row of 2. Ah, yes. That's actually... Well, no, because I can't move this one. But I see what you mean, like green, green, orange, orange, then like red, 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 blue, blue, blue. See, I can't move these. They don't move. I can't move any on my side. So... It could be we have to swap this. So we have like red here, green here, orange here. So you want to swap those two. Just have it be the opposite, right? So we need to get the green over there. And red over there. Okay, that should be doable. And swap these two. And that's the opposite. Oh no, it's not. The top ones are wrong. How about that though? I don't fucking know, man. It's like blue to blue, red to red, red to red, orange to orange, blue to blue, green to green. Match the front and back rows? I did that last time though. Right, hang on. Match the front. Let's try. Did I get it wrong last time? Maybe I did. So if you match the front and the back rows. Oh! I understand. What I missed, if there is none on the left, it moves to the other row. That's what it is. So we need to get green to the back. We need a red and a blue here. We need to get orange and green to the back. That's it, boys. Get to the back. Boom! Swap you around. Get to the back. Need to swap these two as well. Okay. We need to get green to that side. Okay. Green, blue. Like that. Boom! That's what it was. I totally forgot, because I'm a fucking idiot, about it could swap other row. I read it the first time, and then when I figured I couldn't swap my stuff around, I got confused and forgot about it. Okay, we worked it out. There we go. That's what you gotta do. Zoria Runestone. That was the key. That was a cool puzzle. That was an interesting one. It wasn't that hard. It was just about reading the stuff and figuring out how it worked and being overwhelmed by all the stones. Damage all enemies by 3. I'm getting a palpable chill from this runestone. Did I do something to hurt its feelings? That's really bad. Like, damage all enemies by 3. Bear in mind, our basic trap damages all things on a row. I mean, it's 1 row, but still. 1 row by 3. But then, whenever a unit appears there, damage it by 3 as well. This just gets more value. That runestone seems really weak. I mean, both of these all seem really weak. Both of these all these runestones are terrible. And it bothers me that they're not in a row. They're all terrible. That's a bummer. Just stick them in Witcher swords and leave them there. Wait, what? Huh? Did I already do that puzzle? I don't know. What's this? How is this possible? Madness. Pure madness. Everywhere looks exactly the same. How am I supposed to remember? So many corridors, shafts, and chambers have to keep moving. And then what? I don't remember. Treasure? But what kind? Indeed. Give me your loot. Your Majesty, a human traveler. He's offered to sell us a treasure map. Says he sought it once, but got caught in a blizzard and now fears a return to the mountains. Yet he swears by the gods, should we follow it exactly, we shall uncover untold riches. Yeah, 50 gold, sure. Okay. Is that... there? I feel like it is. Let's go back and see. Let's just double check. This looks like it. Or not. Does this not look like the place? No, maybe not actually. A hut. There should be another tree and a... oh, no, it's not. This is not it. Okay, moving on. We look for another mine shaft, though. Okay, so it's just the long way. This is the long way. Perfect. Why, hello there.
Meve noted a crowd of dwarves. They were several dozen, many holding baskets brimming with dried sausages, soft, puffy pretzels, and jugs of frothy beer.
What is this gathering?
She asked Gabor.
These folk?
Germany.
They're the parents of youngsters who are to return today from their Dreckthag.
Dreckthag.
Gabor proceeded to explain that the Dreckthag was a trek upon which the local dwarves would embark when they reached maturity. During this year-long voyage, young folk would taste of life beyond their home. Yet if they failed to return on time, they would be stripped of all rights and privileges accorded to Mahakam's natives.
See, in recent years, young folks' blood's been boiling on account of the strict laws in force here.
Gabor added.
So, we send them out. Let them taste life in the lowlands. Once they've learned for themselves what it's like to live among humans, they come back and ain't likely to complain.
Customarily, only a few dwarves ever decided to remain in the valleys for good. That year, however, was different.
Deadline's the Mora. And 40 Dreckthagers still haven't returned.
Their parents now worried if some misfortune had not befallen them. The Mahakaman Guard had sent out patrols to the near reaches of the valleys. They returned not having seen anything distressing, while the humans living at the foot of the massif had been largely unwilling to talk. The guard captain, a dwarf with a fiery red beard, removed his helmet, wiped the sweat from his brow, and addressed Meve.
Your Majesty, we need to find our youth. Perhaps you'd be willing to go out and search. Human folk are more like to tell you if they saw anything out of the ordinary of late. Naturally, there'd be something in it for you too.
Yep.
One could say I myself have lost a son.
Meve gripped the captain's hand firmly.
And I know well the pain that comes. I shall do all in my might to spare you at least that.
Meve set off, the hopeful gazes of the dwarven parents bidding her farewell. The Queen sent a scout ahead. Sometime later, she heard his horn. 3 blasts. 2 short, 1 long.
An ambush!
Meve expected to combat beasts or robbers. Yet upon her force descended warriors with squirrel tails attached to their helms. Scoia'tael.
Wonderful. Get Bela in here. Normal battle. Meve was prepared for clashes with brigands, monsters, and Nilfgaardians, but Scoia'tael, in the high mountains near the very gates of Mahakam, what did they seek? The Queen did not know, yet one conclusion seemed clear. At the very least, they sought her head on a pike. Wonderful. I hope we get some dwarven units for our army. That'd be cool. Any sign of Bela? Nope. 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 Alright, we'll keep Gabor. I'm worried that you're still bugged. Pitfall trap, okay. Okay.
Don't let them escape!
He go first or me? I think he goes
Let
first.
him on board!
Wow. Spawn biting frost on both rows? Jesus. Okay. That's mean. Elven Scout. They say elves leave no tracks in the snow, but if you ask me, they are just a pack of village idiots babbling nonsense. Well, that's very rude.
Aye.
Gonna wait one turn here before doing loyalty.
Got a hearty hankering for Gwent.
Wow, every...
The
Wait, what?
Scoia'tael are a plague. They blight
Fuck.
all they touch.
Ah, fuck, I didn't pay attention. God damn. That's a very powerful order. Damage enemy by 5, adjacent units by 2. When human leaves more tracks than the startled sounder of boars. Well, fuck, our dude is dead. This guy, every turn, boosts health by 1 if biting frost enemy. So he's gonna get boosted by 1 every turn. It's a bit of a nightmare.
Ah, should have listened to me, old lady.
He's stronger now. That sucks, we didn't get our loyalty on our other dude. Another one of these jerks. Do they have resilience? Oh, fuck. It does have resilience, that's bad. Passed. Oh, that's why he can pass. He's got lots of power there in his hand.
Have her done in a jiffy.
Wait, what's his power? If the unit was destroyed, what? I think it splashes the damage to something else. So we'll do this. It does splash the damage to something else. What about this? Oh, it doesn't splash it twice. Okay, well, lesson learned. Poor old Knickers is gonna get hurt though. Oh well, Knickers just ate the thing. That's fine. Smack this bitch. Okay, cool. Just clear off their resilience things. I think Knickers might as well spend her Scepter of Storms. Knickers is gonna heal up to 25, maybe? Or maybe not. I don't know how Knickers works. No, nothing. It's really weird. This is why it's so bizarre. So Knickers... It's supposed to... Resilience is supposed to make him remain, but restore to base power. But now he's sat in 21. I don't know. Who knows? Who knows? It's a mystery. don't want you to kill my dude straight away. So let's stick a trap in the back again. Trap plus. Let's see what he's got. He might just shoot knickers.
We ought to help one or the other.
Okay, heal an ally. Alright.
This harvest, we'll be reaping black-clad heads.
Use the 2 charges. I think it's worth it to kill her, though. She would have just healed herself to full.
None shall tread on us!
Ow. Scoia'tael neophyte. Could just kill it. Put a slinger in there.
That bit the white of an eye from half a league away.
Now we will see who is weak.
Got 2 of them, eh? Okay. I guess we're just gonna play out most of our stuff. Nah, let's do a bomber.
Watch your heads!
Big damage on them. One's dead.
I shall not fail!
Another one. Okay.
Bigger they are, easier they are to target.
I think let's just play out this whole round, I guess. Could kill these. He's unlikely to kill any of my units, though. Let's wait. I think we just kill him this round. I mean, he's got 6 cards, but he's got 1 strength on the board right now.
Oh, if anyone's got any hooch left.
Ow! Damaged 2 enemies by 3. Oh shit, he actually did kill one of my dudes. And one who had an active thing. That's annoying. The keys mixing pleasure and business, like smacking foes getting coin for it. Alright.
Alright, that's no problem.
Wait, how to heal? Oh! Oh, the dwarf's not an elf. Duh. The dwarf is not an elf. You know what? Let's just do this turn, because I might actually pass next turn. I mean, we've got 2 removal cards. There's no guarantee he's gonna have anything worth removing.
They used to tire my tongue about that.
Yeah, let's just pass.
Now we must stick together.
The storm is coming. Let's enjoy the weather while we still can.
Scoia'tael! Attack!
She's gonna do a ton of damage. Poor old Knickers is pretty beat up.
Never had your kneecaps broken.
Oh, he just barely won. Okay. She's a 28. Bless. Alright, mate, you've got 3 cards.
A fight, pass.
Oh.
Us or them. No other way.
Okay, you've got 2 cards.
Know if anyone's got any hooch left.
Okay. Aw, poor old Knickers getting beat up. Knickers might actually die, which is very, very rude. Oh, so no matter what that monster is, it makes it a 10 power Jade figurine. It's pretty good.
This is Elven land, Dwan.
No ability.
Upon which your kind dies.
Sucks for him. We win.
They're so young. No wonder they were easily manipulated.
Damn. Damn.
As soon as the battle had come to an end, the prisoners were brought before the Queen. All, without exception, were dwarves, and all looked to be youthful dwarves.
Mystery solved,
muttered Meve. In fact, these were the missing Drekthagers. Instead of returning home, they had enlisted with guerrillas fighting for non-human rights. But what had prompted so drastic a decision?
I was impatient. Wanted badly to turn 50. I couldn't wait to see human cities. Vitsima, Tretigo, Novigrad.
Said one of the dwarven prisoners while pressing a bandage to a bleeding wound.
And you know the welcome that awaited me there. I was spit upon and called names. I saw ghettos, massacres. And how was I to go back to the mines after that? We must fight while we still can. Before the humans come to cut us down, we must tell the rest of ours the same. Pull all Mahakam into the fight.
Meve's soldiers stood waiting for her to protest, to accuse the dwarf of lying. But the Queen could not pretend she did not understand why the dwarf had taken up arms. Without entering into a discussion, she ordered the prisoners taken to be tried and judged by their kin and elders. Along her way, Meve heard cries. She rushed to see what the ruckus was about. Upon seeing Black Rayla spattered with blood, she expected the worst. Reynard could only confirm the Queen's fears.
She entered the wagon unnoticed. The wagon carrying the prisoners. She then cut their throats, one by one.
40 dwarves. Alone.
They were shackled. They could not defend themselves.
Oh my god.
Rayla had nothing to say in her defense. In point of fact, she exuded pride.
Mahakam had been free of Scoia'tael, till now. We'd have done all a questionable favour by bringing back a wagon full of enraged youth wearing squirrel tails. They'd have posed as martyrs for a just cause. They'd have shown off their scars and persuaded the clans to make war on humans. All that deserved to be nipped in the bud.
Meve could see the blood rushing to Reynard's head. When he finally spoke, it was clear he was holding the reins of his emotions, preventing himself from exploding with some difficulty.
Your Grace, we must banish her, drive her off. This was in no way ordinary insubordination. This was a grave crime.
Your Majesty, you know I rarely meddle in your affairs,
said Isbel.
Yet for this, I cannot remain silent.
Oh boy.
This woman must go.
Oh boy. Ooh. Ooh. Shit. Oh god. Oh boy. Evil-Keks.
I neither accept nor condone what Rayla did. Yet, there is a war on, and she is one of the best warriors I have under my command,
said the Queen.
Naturally, I shall punish her, but I cannot banish her.
Reynard opened his mouth to say something, but upon spotting Rayla's scornful smile, he turned on his heel and marched off without a word.
Oh boy.
He was later seen in the mess tent, drinking alone, his eyes fixed on the bottom of his tankard.
Oh boy.
The Illyrians remained silent throughout their return. Upon spying their downcast eyes and somber means, the dwarves awaiting the return of their offspring dispersed to their homes, leaving baskets full of treats in the snow. No one asked any questions of Meve. Luckily so, as the Queen would not have known how to answer.
Damn.
Mom, I've come to tell you I must leave your army.
I was gonna say she's gonna leave.
What? Why?
Against my better judgment, I joined you to heal your wounded. I realize now that was a mistake.
What exactly do you mean?
What you did runs counter to all my beliefs. You had your reasons, and have them still, I know. Yet I've no desire to abet them. I'd feel shame to lend a hand.
What can I do? Is there anything that would make you stay?
No, Mom. Farewell.
Yep. Yep, I figured she would leave.
So be it. Good luck and Godspeed, Isbel.
Unfortunately, Black Rayla is just way better.
Didn't he find nothing? Not a trace. What could have happened? Didn't he find nothing? Not a trace.
Boy.
What could have happened?
Oh, Rayla. Oh, Rayla. Damn. Call to arms. Translation from Elder Speech. Neutrality means neglecting our bonds, ignoring our duties. But we sit here fiddling our thumbs. Our lowland brethren are dying in pogrom after pogrom. Dwarves of Mahakam, seize arms, join the Scoia'tael. Down with Dwan. Oh boy. Ah boy. Okay. We need an extra unit here in our deck. You know what? Honestly, I think an extra Scytheman is honestly better than she was. Like, honestly, I think they actually create more value than she did, which is kind of insane, but it's true. Still, sad to see her go. And I'm getting concerned about Reynard as well. Getting concerned. We've done some things that have made him very happy. We've done some things that made him very not. So, what do we want to upgrade anyway? I don't really care about either of those. I don't care about those either.
I've come up with a new recipe.
Have a great weekend, Keks.
Thanks so much, Saltzmayo. I hope you have a great weekend too, bud. I don't really care about any of the workshop things either. I think I just want the palisades. There's so much wood. I mean, the mess tent I don't really care about either. Yeah, I guess we're just gonna... I don't know what we're gonna do. We'll see if we get more unit types, I guess. But for now, none of those upgrades are particularly appealing while we've got the strays. Oh, look! I'll take my morale back, thank you. That looks like a rather busty statue. Okay. Let's take a brief swing just down this little connecting road in case there's loot. There's none. Okay, we're good. We're good.
The Queen noted a building with unusually lavish ornamentation, including shining bronze roof tiles and glistening rock crystal window panes. An important clan dwelled there, Gabor explained. The Breckenrigs.
Could you introduce me?
Meve asked.
Perhaps I can convince them to intercede with Bruver on my behalf.
The clan head, Iva, invited Meve to an exquisite feast. But when she broached the subject of the war raging just outside Mahakam's borders, the dwarf changed the subject at once. Looking around the interior, Meve quickly understood why. The walls were ordained with Nilfgaardian tapestries and rugs. Gifts from friendly Imperial envoys, no doubt. Meve prepared to leave, convinced she had wasted her time, when someone clasped her shoulder and pulled her into a darkened room. Her kidnapper turned out to be a young dwarf, female, it seemed, dressed in her nightshirt. She introduced herself as Iva's daughter, Eudora Breckenrigs, and openly admitted she had eavesdropped on Meve's dinner conversation.
Listen, me dad's stubborner than an old goat, but I'll convince him to help ye. For a wee favour, that is.
Mm-hmm. What?
She's got a beard.
I want you to steal something from the clan archive. Historiae Mahakamorum, 'tis called. See, me dad won't let me betroth me sweetekin Zoltan. Says the codex forbids marrying a dwarf who's left the mountains. But there's precedent. Just such a case described in that document. If I can show it to Da, he'll have to change his mind.
Meve felt sympathy for Eudora and wanted to help her, especially considering the favor Eudora could do her in return. But she fully realized if her attempt to break into the archive ended badly, it would result in a tremendous scandal Bruva Hoog would not soon forget.
Oh boy. That's Zoltan Chive. And Eudora. I can't remember their story though from the Witcher games. I'm gonna help her out. For Chive and Eudora.
The pot's worth the play, I believe. Fine. I accept your offer.
They then shook hands, sealing the deal.
I think it's
Meve had to bite her tongue to stop
bad
from
decision,
crying out, for the young she-dwarf had the grip of a brawny blacksmith. Meve returned to her company, and, massaging her sore hand, presented Eudora's offer. Gascon volunteered for the task at once.
Thievery's my forte.
Yep.
The dwarves won't notice a single mothball out of place.
Gascon snuck into the archive under the cover of darkness. Just as he was tucking Eudora's desired document into his cloak, he heard dwarven boots clanking down the stairs.
Damn it!
Gascon swore.
I can't let them catch me.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Oh boy. Oh, this is not good. To escape, move Gascon light-footed to the bottom right corner of the battlefield. Move Gascon using your leader. It's a puzzle. Okay. At the campfire, Gascon had proclaimed himself a true master of stealth. He claimed he could cross the Novigrad market in full light of day wearing naught but a jester cap with bells, and not a soul would notice. Well, the time had come for the Duke of Dogs to show his bark had some bite. You gotta do this, Gascon. Relying on you, buddy. One round. Oh, there's guards closing in. What's my leader ability? Gascon Burglar. Steal from dwarves, you call that a challenge? Move self to an adjacent vertical or horizontal position. Every turn on turn start gain 3 charges. Okay, and what do these guys do? Whenever Gascon moves, move this unit 1 position to the right. If it reaches the edge of the battlefield, turn it around. Oh, be spotted if it's located 3 positions away from a Mahakam guard. My goodness. I think this is safe, right?
Ah! Stop! Who's there?
Never mind. Okay. It's kind of tough. The animations are very quick. So, if I move here. So they're moving left. So move down. He's moving, these are both moving right. Oh, that's good. Well, can he see me? Doesn't look like it. What's this? Choose a guard and force them to turn around. Oh. Oh, I see.
Yeah. Huh? Who's there?
What a nub. That was close.
Ah!
Piece of cake.
This is pretty gnarly. So does he move 1? I don't know. Let's find out. I think this should work, because he should move. Yeah, we're good. Is he gonna step now, though? Let's see.
Just a bit more.
I think we're good. We had to turn him around there. That was the key. Otherwise, he would have taken a step. Stealthy boys, first try. Whew. Complete 20 puzzles.
Luckily,
Achievement.
Gascon managed to do the deed quietly, so the dwarves never found out who had broken in. As agreed, Meve handed Eudora the stolen document.
Valmir's horn.
Ha!
The dwarf shouted, raising the parchment in a triumphant gesture.
She'll get the horn
I can't
too.
do nothing to stop her making vows now. I've got to write Zoltan right quick. Thanks.
Aw.
Thanks a million times over.
Zoltan is my bro.
And Eudora did her part too. Soon after, the Queen learned there'd been a gathering of the clans, and Ivor had indeed spoken on her behalf. She could only hope the elder Breckenriggs had swayed Bruva Hoog as well.
Nice.
Eudora Breckenriggs Chive. Oh, I truly like the sound of that. Oh, there's nothing like solidarity between ladyfolk. Nothing at all. Dad's stubborn, but I always find a way with him in the end. The right stratagem, and he turns into putty in my mitts. Oh, there's...
Nice. Your Grace, the owner of this trading post, a dwarf by the name of Branko Dalberg, has invited you to browse his wares. How shall I respond? Sell wood? No, thank you. Buy wood. Yes, I need wood. Thank you. Lovely. Let's check out this horn. Yeah, we need the wood for the palisades. That's the main thing we care about, so... Permanent resilience. Whenever an ally appears, strengthen it by 1, give it 1 armor. Oh. In that moment, Valmir reached for his belt, grabbed hold of his ornate, spiraled buffalo horn. ... Cool. Now that would be instead of our Scepter of Storms. I think the Scepter of Storms is better. I mean, this is pretty cool, though. I feel like with a different deck, like with the deck we had at the start, which was about summoning in all the drummers and stuff, I think this would actually be really good too. Yeah, not bad, not bad, but I don't need it. I like the Scepter of Storms. I feel like is extremely strong.
You can count on us, Queenie. Ivor'll be a wall at your back, stout and strong.
Nice.
You're no cold without a beard. What are you poking me for? Ah, scrounging for coin, no doubt. Righty then, take this pouch and kindly get off my arse.
Thank you. 250. Nice. Should poke dwarves more often. Hey guys.
Ah, you thundering dope! I told you to hold your horses or you'll shake the hitch loose.
Oh, now you're a bleeding expert, are you? You overloaded the damn cart, that's why it's busted.
A wagon lay strewn across the middle of the road. Behind it stood others, some loaded with gold, jewels, and other valuables, others groaning under barrels of pickled meat. Each dwarf had his own theory about how the accident had come about, and thundered it out to all and sundry, peppered with choice invectives.
An odd caravan,
Meve said.
They don't look like merchants.
Nah, they ain't.
Gabor answered.
Dwarves of the Ferens clan, carrying gifts for the Drake. Remember Keltinus? When he took roost here, Ferences fought him for near a century. Then the dragon got weary of fighting and they realised he weren't going nowheres, so they cut a deal. He didn't bother them. They give him what he needs.
Well, well. And these offerings they send often?
Every week. Excuse me, got to separate them lads, for they tear out each other's beards. Hey there! Cool your idiot heads!
Gabor managed to douse his brethren's fiery tempers. but the wagon still lay across the road, blocking all traffic.
Queen,
said Xavier.
it is an easy repair. I've the tools, the parts. Need but your permission.
Of course. Go see what can be done.
Xavier did indeed make quick work of the problem. Within moments, the wagon was rolling smoothly down the road, good as new.
Well, shaft me, your highness,
said one of the dwarves.
Your engineer's got a pate like stewed meat, but he kens his trade. That's for certain.
I'll convey your words to him. Or at least part of them.
Me and the lads will be on our way now, but first, take this. Bit of gold by way of thanks.
Awesome. I could take the gold, refuse to accept pay. Thank you.
Thank you.
Meve said, accepting the surprisingly
It's only
heavy
100.
pouch.
In wartime, every copper counts.
The dwarf bowed in parting, shook the snow off his beard, then rejoined his caravan. Within a few moments, the wagons had disappeared around the bend.
What I figured there was the dwarves might be... They're big into business, right, and trade. I figured they might respect me, you know, accepting payment. We only got 100 gold out of it, though. I wonder what we would have got if we'd refused. Milady, this forge belongs to a famous armorer by the name of Nico Skaggs. Truly, never in my life have I seen finer studded leather and mail. He's willing to sell, but not for coin, for he's buried up to his neck in it. Instead, he asks for labor, new hands he can train to work at his forge. Sure. Well, the ends justify the means. Select a handful of volunteers. Card piece. Ooh, an even different one. Okay. So we got a couple of card pieces already. Grab this. Grab this. Where are we at? So we're still making our way around. We should do a circle here. It looks like there's a spooky cave. And then on up we go. Great. Uh-oh. The Hag's Pit. Oh, hello, dragon.
A pillar of smoke rose above the mountains, and a sooty aroma filled the air.
Fire!
Gabor said, then took a deep sniff.
Perhaps a bolt struck some barren trees?
No.
Meve said curtly.
I know that scent too well. All Edirn reeked of it. It's the smell of burning homes.
Damn.
The Lyrians quickened their gait. Soon they saw a town fully aflame, and a roaring, furious dragon above it.
That's your Keltalis?
Gascon asked, shielding his eyes from the sharp glare emanating from the city.
You were right. Perfectly harmless.
Dinna ken what's got his knickers in a bunch,
the dwarf said, grabbing his axe from his belt.
Queen, we got to make haste to the rescue.
Yeah, let's go. Yep.
Reynard!
Meve called out.
Have our men wet their cloaks for a modicum of fire protection. We move as soon as they're done.
Your Grace, they are but common soldiers. To fight a dragon.
I know, but we must help them, or at least try.
While Reynard went to pass on the order, Meve turned to Gabor.
This dragon, has it any weakness?
Fear not,
said the somber dwarf.
Except a fondness for raw meat.
Meve nodded and swallowed dryly. Despite the cold, she felt sweat pour down her scalp. Stifling her fear, Meve gave the order to attack, and her soldiers rode into the flaming city. From up close, Keltalis looked even more terrifying. Though enormous, he moved with shocking agility, like a lizard scurrying over sand. With one swing of his paw, he snapped the necks of 3 dwarves, then bisected a forge with a powerful bite. After that, he turned his attention to the Lyrians.
More of you!
He said, twisting his bloody maw into a horrifying smile.
God!
Okay. Oh boy. Alright, special rules, shortened battle. Uh-oh. Eliminate Keltalis. Before, I was kind of hoping the dragon might help us fight Nilfgaard, but I guess not. Before Meve arrived in Mahakam, she had only ever imagined dragons, fantasized about them based on worn engravings and troubadours' tales. Now she was to see one in the flesh and slay it. The very thought paralyzed her with fear. How to wound a beast with scales harder than steel, or defend against fire fiercer than that of the hottest furnace. Alright. Gabor would be good, he can punch it. You know, I don't think this is gonna work here, so I'm gonna redraw that.
Behind me!
Okay.
Stay together!
So, every turn on turn start, spawn fire in the opponent's side. Uh-oh. After 3 turns on turn start, move to the opponent's side, damage all units there by 1. When he took roost here, they fought him for near century. Then the dragon got weary of fighting. They realized he weren't going nowhere, so they could have dealed. He didn't bother them. They give him what he needs. Oh my god, so we're gonna have to deal with a ton of fire. Good thing we got this scepter. If we survive long enough, we should be fine.
My spirit's willing and how, but these damn boots are killing me.
You haven't killed a dragon. It has to be possible.
Indeed, it does. One hopes. Hello, dragon.
Shite! He's raging now! Watch out!
Oh, every turn on turn start, force 2 adjacent units to duel this unit. After 3 turns, move to the enemy's melee row. Oh my god. Up close, he was even more terrifying. Despite his enormous size, he moved with surprising agility like a lizard in hot sand. I'll force units to fight him. Not sure I want much to do with that. I mean, fighting him might be beneficial as well. You know, the Mandrake's actually gonna be useless. He's got nothing in his hand. Let's let the bomber fight him.
This
fine.
could hurt.
Your Grace, we're taking losses.
Sure are. Sure are. Do I want to sacrifice Gabor to him? I think I might, actually. This will summon in our doggo. I don't want the doggo to die. Awkward. Hit him with lightning. That summons in the doggo anyway. Oops. Luckily doggo's on that side, so we're okay. He just keeps beating up my scepter. How rude is that? Keltur's regeneration. Every turn on turn start, heal this unit by 10. What? Fuck. Up close, he's even more terrifying. Despite his enormous size, he moved with surprising agility like a lizard in hot sand. Oh, fuck. He's gonna heal Mega.
There's a time to reap, a time
Can
to
I just
sow.
knock him into the other row, though? No, he does not move. Okay. 10 heal. My god. What a nightmare.
Ever have a storm knock out one of your teeth?
Your Grace, he's vulnerable. We must strike now.
Okay.
I've hit the white of an eye from half a league away.
So I actually missed that 3 damage there from the trap. That was a mistake. Okay. I want to wait one more turn. Now I blast him.
Alright, that's no problem.
Damage him by 10. Chop him. Boost this guy up. That should be enough. It's unfortunate now we know he only goes to the back. Oh no. It's gonna force 2 units to duel. He's gonna kill Knickers anyway. And pick up Gabor. Gonna kill these. He's almost dead himself, actually. That's good. He might die from this. Right? He's dead. We could have killed him with Gabor anyway with the punch. Perfectly harmless. ... Achievement unlocked. Defeat the dragon.
Whew. That day, many Lyrians perished, either to the dragon's all-consuming fire or to its flesh-rending claws. Yet their sacrifice was not in vain. Together with the dwarves, they were able to grievously wound Keltulis, forcing him to flee. The howls of the wounded monster rang throughout the valley.
That's right, howl, you scurvy snake! Shouldn't they ever attacked us, eh? Damn fuel lizard!
Meve, that's Vavrenik, elder of the town and all the Ferences.
My regards and condolences.
Eh, tain't so bad. If nae for ye, wouldn't there be a stone left unrubbled? To be honest, when I caught wind some human queen come to Mahakam looking for aid, I said a crocus would sprout twixt my cheeks afore I'd vote aye on that. Gonna be a fear to look in my breeches after, but I changed my mind. After what I saw today, what ye did for us, you've the support and undying gratitude of all Ferences.
Nice.
Thank you. Faced with a Nilfgaardian peril, that means a great deal.
Forgive me for interrupting this tear-tugging scene of interracial reconciliation, but I can't hold back no longer. Vavrenik! Double shice! What happened? Why'd Keltulis attack?
Good question.
I ken as much as ye. Meaning, squat diddly. Just flew up, started spewing flames, half the town lit up in a flash.
Sheepshank! 300 years I've been a good neighbour.
What's done's done. Gotta think about the future. The Drake's just taking a breather. Gotta finish him off for he's regained form.
Meaning, we haven't much time. He heals like an alchemist's pup. And the nearest guards are miles away. He'll be up flying again before they get here.
Aye, that's what I thought. Perhaps, your grace, you'd,
What? Jest you must.
I ken you're tired frae the fight, dinna want to risk casualties, etc. But remember, the beast's sleeping on a bed of gold and rubies. All belonging by right to Bruther, of course. But if quibbling some wandered off, he'd nae notice.
Yeah.
I admit that does alter my calculations. Besides, the dragon was badly wounded.
Putting it featherly, blood poured out of him like a leaky bladder. Just needs a coup de grace.
Fine. I'll do the deed.
Ken you'd see the light.
Oi, Vavrenik, Vavrenik. This lady's gonna make your rump a regular crocus garden.
Aye. Queen's doing us a great service. One that'll profit us both.
So, where is Keltulis' lair?
North of here. It's a vast cavern. Ye canna miss it.
Meve bid farewell to Vavrenek and set out on her way. Did her way lead to the dragon's lair, you ask? Shh. Let's not spoil the surprise.
Oh. Okay. Huh. What does that mean? What is that? Is there any loot here from the dragon? No.
Oh, that stings. Got to blow on it a little. Trust a boarhead, and what do you get? A singed bahookie.
A singed bahookie.
Brown, red, gold. Every dragon's a right bastard. Wait! I'm coming with ye! Gonna beat that scaly bastard so hard he'll shoot fire out his arse!
That's right. Shoot fire out his arse. Indeed. Okay, wow. Alright, dragon time. But will we get there? That's the question. Oh, there's his pit. Oh, we could get some morale. Let's get some morale. Nice. Achievement unlocked. Pray at 10 shrines. Hooray. We're going in, team. We're going in.
Keltalis' lair was indeed impossible to miss, as would stand to reason, for any space capable of containing a dragon must be enormous. The lair's maw, a black triangle cut out of a vast plain of snow, loomed from afar. Confirming the dragon's presence was the powerful odor emanating from it, one of sulfur and blood.
Well then,
Gascon said,
ready to become a legendary dragon slayer?
Hell yeah. Let's do it.
My father oft said, never should you count pelts till the hunt is through.
Meve said, dismounting her horse.
It's all the more true when you hunt dragons. He's wounded, yes, but one puff of flame, and we shall be not legends, but corpses. Leave all thoughts of foolhardy bravery behind.
The Lyrians crept across the dragon's threshold. They walked single file, shields raised, watched by bats hanging from the ceiling. Keltalis lay curled up on a bed of diamonds and gold coins turned red from his blood. Seeing how he strained merely to lift his massive head, Meve knew the dragon no longer posed any threat.
Damn.
Come to finish what your poison began?
The monster croaked hoarsely.
Fine. Do it then.
Keltalis turned over, exposing his vulnerable underbelly, and waited calmly for the fatal blow.
Oh. I want to know.
Wait.
Meve said, dropping her sword.
What poison?
Keltalis laughed while squeezing his bleeding side in pain.
So they didn't tell you? Lousy munchkins.
Hey! Watch your tongue!
Gabor yelled.
Sides! I didn't ken anything about it.
Keltalis looked the Lyrians over mistrustfully with his snake-like eyes, then began to tell his tale. The caravan Meve had met on the road was different to the others. This time, Keltalis's meat had been pickled in a special brine, one spiked with poison. As the dragon lay curled up in pain, Ferenc dwarves entered his lair and smashed his heads.
So if I understand correctly...
Meve interrupted.
You're female?
Correct. Same as you.
As if on command, all Lyrian eyes turned to Gabor.
Don't you look at me! We didn't peek under his, its tail.
If I may.
Reynard interjected.
These revelations about Keltalis's sex are undeniably fascinating. But I'm more curious why the Ferences stooped to such a dishonorable deed.
That's easy enough to guess.
Meve said.
They were afraid the dragon would soon demand more tribute to feed its young. So they decided to strike preemptively.
To the Ferences' misfortune, they delivered too small a dose of poison. Infuriated at the sight of the broken eggs, the dragon gathered its strength and flew to the nearest town. Meve saw for herself what happened then. And now it was up to her to decide how this story would end. The dragon had killed dozens, perhaps even hundreds, but had been provoked first by the dwarves' heartless cruelty. Did it thus deserve death? or mercy?
Damn. Let it heal and leave or kill it. Ooh. Piss off the dwarves. Potentially get a dragon ally. Ooh, or kill the dragon, get the gold. Make the dwarves happy. Fuck it, I want a potential dragon ally.
When judging my subjects, I would sometimes not know who bore the greater guilt.
Said Meve.
But as ruler, I had to reach a verdict. Often a harsh one.
The Queen returned her sword to its sheath.
This is not my land.
Meve said.
Nor are these my subjects. I don't have to choose the lesser evil.
Meve!
Gabor hissed.
Bruver will be furious.
Let him. And you, dragon, swear me this. When you heal, you shall leave Mahakam and never return.
You've my word. And my gratitude.
Meve was about to leave the cavern when the dragon blocked her way with its tail, then gathered a smattering of valuables at the Queen's feet. Each would be the prize of the Lyrian crown jewels. News that Meve had spared the dragon, which had killed dozens of dwarves, did indeed enrage the inhabitants of Mahakam.
Oh boy.
The Ferences in particular. But when the clans considered driving the Lyrians from the pass, Elder Vavrenek opposed it. No matter what happened after, he had sworn Meve his undying gratitude.
10,000 gold, though. That's a tough one. That's a toughie. Well, we're gonna live with our decision. Killing a dragon would have been cool, though. We may live to regret that. Regret being merciful. Let's continue on a little bit. But then I got to go very shortly. Did we ever kill Mythic Mother? No, we haven't got a chance to go back and do it. We just haven't had enough people. But hopefully we're going to be back to Mythic on Thursday. Ideas. Langsooth, a lens that makes an object appear more distant. Spud Scope, a subterranean periscope used in potato cultivation. Doublegaff, a two-sided fork. Hipponic Solia, snowshoes for horses, can also be used as rackets. Clucklux, booties for chickens. Lumiam, a lamp derived from fluorescent tubers. Lovely. They sound like great inventions. Can't believe no one else thought of them.
Meve squinted, the better to see the scene. Several dozen dwarves had gathered on the cliff overlooking the chasm. All were turned towards a ramp, at the peak of which stood a barrel.
What is that gathering about?
Asked the Queen.
Have we a feast day?
Nay,
answered Gabor grimly.
'Tis an execution.
A hairy head peeked out of the barrel. The long, pointy nose and ears left no doubt that it belonged to a gnome. The first Meve had ever seen in her life.
Oh, wow.
Help! Save me!
The gnome yelled.
They aim to kill me! Cast me in the chasm!
Shut your maw!
Barked the dwarf standing next to him, who then shoved the gnome inside the barrel and covered it with a lid.
Your crimes! The sheer weight of it, hey! No lighter punishment is fit!
The other gathered dwarves nodded approvingly. Two gripped the barrel, lay it on its side, then lifted it to cast in the chasm, paying the thumping from inside it no heed.
Intervene, don't intercede. Ah, fuck him.
The Queen mounted up and squeezed her mare with her knees to urge her forward. Soon after, she heard a loud, wailing cry, the sound of wood splintering, 100 dwarves cheer, and then quiet.
Oh boy. I kind of regret that one too. I want to know what the other option was.
Dare say it was the bonniest flight I've ever seen. A perfect parabola. Dare say it.
Oh my goodness. I kind of felt like I wanted to side with the dwarves for a change after we just let the dragon go. I don't know. Oh man, he was probably like a hero card, that gnome. Oh well.
More monsters crawl out of spring cleaning.
Too late now. Oh boy. Got ourselves a battle. Let's clear out this bit, and then we'll pause.
Remember, if you pass a snail en route to the mine, share a wee bite with it. Never, ever whistle in the mines.
Okay.
Hold on. Pour ye some hooch first. Makes for merrier marching when things get frosty.
Oh, he gave us some morale.
More monsters crawl out for spring.
We already had full morale.
The blizzard's blowing in. Your Grace, perhaps we'd best pitch camp and wait for clear weather.
Tain't a bad idea. Said we might be waiting a week.
Then we march on. We've no time to waste. While we ride to and fro begging aid, Nilfgaard grows in power. We must obtain reinforcements as quickly as possible and liberate our home.
Let's fight this. The dwarves of Mahakam often keep their eyes skyward for two reasons. First, to watch for avalanches. Second, to ensure no hungry forktails or slizzards are swooping down for a quick bite. Okay. Don't think we need two bombers. We get a Gabor like every fight. This seems pretty decent. Let's see if we can get Black Rayla. Oh, there we go. Harpy eggs, huh? Greedy Fork Trail. Permanent resilience. On round start, spawn a Harpy egg on each side of this unit. After 4 turns on turn start, consume the lowest units on the battlefield. Okay. I mean, I could just kill him. It's a pretty solid option, right? Gabor would just do straight up 10 damage to him. Could I artifact compress him, I wonder? Dunno. Let's just get Gabor in.
Alright, that's no problem.
Get Doggo out there as well. What's this? A Slizzard. Every turn start. Oh, I hate these ones. Knock him back. Damn it. That's not where I wanted it to go. No huge matter, though. Kill them both. Now, yes, there'll be one Harpy. And ow, poor old Knickers just got owned. Okay. We'll survive. More Slizzards. How best to deal with this? Let's play out one of these.
Spirit's willing and how, but these damn boots are killing me.
I wonder if he'll eat that Mandrake. Oh my god, there's loads of these Slizzards. I hate Slizzards. Okay, we're gonna light them on fire.
This could hurt.
And this might be bad. With these eggs, this might be really bad. Oh my god. Well, let's kill the 2 Slizzards. This is gonna hurt a bunch. I kill this egg too. Kill Knickers. Thought they couldn't target him. Well. Ah, that sucks. I'm gonna kill this Harpy so it doesn't spawn an egg. There we go. Uh-oh. Man. Okay. want to end turn? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It wouldn't kill. Well, maybe it would. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's a chance it would kill this. Yes! Kill the one that was going to spawn an egg. This one might die to fire. We'll see. Come on, die to fire. Oh, yes. Beautiful. He's in trouble now. Okay, he's not in trouble. He's got fucking bazillion harpies again. Hmm. We can win next round probably with just Rayla. Alternatively, I could just knock all these into the fire. That seems like a pretty good deal. Let's do that. Actually, that would just kill them all. Never mind. End turn. He's passed. Okay, I'll pass too. Should I have decoyed up my bomber? Maybe. Maybe. No matter. And the trap. Perfect. To be honest, we could redraw him. Seeing she can, Rayla can just pull him out. I'll take a bomber instead, yeah. Nice. Yeah, that's fine. Alright, let's go all in on this round with Rayla.
You'll never take me alive!
You can play 2 cards. Okay, that was very ineffective for them, which is good news for me. They don't do anything fancy either. Great. Okay. I can just straight up kill this one, I will. Easy peasy.
As ordered.
Let's get our loyalty boys out.
There's a time to reap, a time to sow, and a time to die.
Get Odo out.
Her Majesty knows what she's doing.
Get a loyalty boy out.
Aye.
Probably should get Gascon. No, actually I think loyalty boy.
Ah, should have listened to me old lady.
Loyalty boys. Loyalty boys, go. 61. Thunk. 89. Oh, that's a bummer.
Watch your heads!
Just got noms, alright. I'm hoping he survives. If he takes 1 damage, he'll die. Ah, White Frost doesn't do anything. Okay, well, up you come, Xavier. Get in the back. 85. 113. Alright, good. Nice, he's almost dead instantly. That's hilarious. Could blame a Mandrake.
Getting to work.
I think no, we play in him. Alright, Gascon, get in here with the heroes. The heroes and the bomber.
Wait, you're serious?
I am serious, yes.
Thing about slings, they hide well.
Nice. He's not bugged now. Now he's working fine. Your last card. Oh, jeez. Last rate damage all units on a row by 5. That's pretty strong. Well, we're good. And what were you guarding, Mr. Dragon? Gold chest down here, perchance? Your Majesty, a she-dwarf hides in this mine. According to Gabor, her name is Stanka Moran, a renegade and thief sought by every clan. We could dispatch a few guards. If we let her go, she promised to show us where to find buried treasure. Freedom exchange for riches. Yeah, fuck it. Take the morale loss. I believe we've got a morale thing up here, right? Where was it? Just to make sure. Yeah, just there. Oh, literally right there. There we go. Morale's back. Get ourselves a treasure map to boot. Yeah, let's go a little bit further. I'm hooked, man. It's hard to put this game down. We could build something, but I think I'd rather stockpile some resources.
Meve rode on in silence, endeavoring to work out the length of her exile thus far. A scout's call tore her from her reverie.
Your Grace, you must see this.
With a grave mien, the soldier indicated a track in the snow. The hobnail boot print was all too familiar. Meve had seen it before, upon Lyria's sandy tracks, and midst the ashes to which Edern had been turned.
Nilfgaardian footmen.
Seethed Meve.
Marched through of late.
Interrupted Gascon.
A day, perhaps 2 days past.
The scouts had learned a Nilfgaardian caravan with an armed escort had recently arrived in Mahakam.
Ooh.
The invaders had brought with them chests brimming with gold and jewels, then exchanged these for the finest Mahakaman-forged swords and spears. A scout gave me one of the coins the Blackclads had used for payment. Upon the coin's back, the Lyrian eagle.
They pay with gold from my vault.
The Queen said through gritted teeth.
For arms that would cut down my fighting men and subjects.
We might yet pursue and hunt them down,
said Reynard, a spark in his eye.
And make certain Ed Dahi never lays hands on those weapons.
You might, I can.
Piped up Gabor, who had been listening to their exchange.
But you might also recall, we Mahakamans are neutrals who assure all guests within our borders safety. True, formally speaking, the Nilfgaardians have passed outside them, but attack him a stone's throw from our gates, and you'll see Brewer's rage come out his ears as steam, and out his arse as fire.
Attack.
Gabor, forgive me,
said the Queen.
This caravan we must attack.
Oh boy.
I must stop the Nilfgaardians.
Oh boy.
And entirely apart, I should be quite content to watch Brewer spew fire.
Gabor's mouth gaped as he tried to protest.
Oh
but
boy.
the Lyrian soldier's laughter drowned out his grunts.
We're gonna have to butter up these dwarves soon.
Soon after, Queen and company descended upon the foe's caravan and a battle ensued.
We're really not doing good with these dwarves at the moment. This is going bad. Optional, move caravan escort to your side of the battlefield. An unusually strong guard protected the Blackclads' caravan as if securing a military convoy in enemy soil. Perhaps Nilfgaardian merchants had requested a more robust escort to defend against the vile monsters of the mountains. Or perhaps they simply suspected Meve would not respect Mahakam's principle of neutrality. Interesting, okay. Whew. Okay. Black Rayla, perfect. This is pretty good. Yeah, I like this a lot. Looks good to me.
I want that transport in one piece!
For every 4 allies destroyed, move 1 row towards the opponent. If it dies, we lose. If this unit comes into contact with fire, destroy it. Oh, fuck. The old girl trembles, rattles, and creaks. It keeps on going. Gnarly. These guys are just big tanky dudes. I think we've got a couple of solid options here. I think getting a beefy scytheman down first is a good
A
call.
time to reap, a time to sow.
And just soften these guys up. They don't move because they're immobile, and that's good, but we soften them up. Okay, now that's not good, and he's boosted them all. That's actually really bad. Shit. That is not good. Mistakes are made. Well, big mistakes are made. Oh, now we can't death wish these guys over there. Right, let's Alzur Thunder this guy anyway. Didn't actually kill him? Oh boy, I thought it would. Okay, well he won't boost anybody else, that's fine. In fact, if I zap him... Okay, one more kill on the back and this thing moves. Oh, one of these guys? I hate these guys. I really hate these guys. I think this should work out okay, though.
Thing about slings, they hide well.
Like this. Oh no, he didn't die on his row, though.
We've almost
oh, no, it
got
did.
him.
We're good, we're good. We're actually still good. Kill this too. This Scepter being MVP right here, right now. Another Arbalest there, okay. Kill that. Nice. Okay, cool. We got a Slinger, that's good. Oh, nice. Put him there. Sure, and he'll boost them up. That's good. Now then, we could damage these guys. They're kind of hard to kill, though. So, that being said... No. Save that. I'll chunk these guys, I guess. Sure.
That was not in the spell books.
Just want a random potion in your hand. Okay. This should work well, though. And then zap over to my side.
The transport's ours.
Yes. Boom. Done. Super smooth.
Crushed by their defeat, the Nilfgaardians tossed the chests into the snow lining the road and rode off with a cracking of their whips. One chest burst open, revealing a weapon wrapped in greased leather. Gascon removed the leather and held aloft a sigil that shone with newly forged luster. He examined it from all sides, then put his thumb to its blade. Blood immediately squirted out.
Ooh, sharp bastard,
he said, clearly impressed. Hearing these words, Gabor unexpectedly burst out laughing.
What's got you so tickled, if you don't mind my asking?
Custom holes. The first words out a warrior's mouth upon seeing a sill become the blade's name. So, congrats. You've dubbed it.
Gascon stood there awkwardly as Meve took the weapon from him.
I'd have chosen a different name personally, one with a bit more dignity. But Sharp Bastard has an undeniable charm. And I cannot wait to try it out on Nilfgaardian plate.
Aye, but perhaps nae in Mahakam.
Gabor interjected.
You've made a fine enough mess for yourselves as is.
Yeah.
And you need to amend for it somehow.
Yeah.
That can nae be easy.
Oh boy.
Tidings of Meve's deeds soon reached Groover Hoog's meaty ears. And though there was no fire, despite Gabor's insistence to the contrary, there was also no doubt the Elder-in-Chief was livid. Only the Zigrin's intercession on their behalf kept the Lyrians from being thrown out of the mountains.
Fuck. Meve Sill. Okay, cool. But jeez, we are making... Oh boy. We're not doing ourselves favors here, guys. Jeez. Okay, we need to side with the dwarves next time. We're really using up a lot of our luck, too. This, like, if it's a really tough decision, like, man. I've chosen to go against the dwarves twice now. I should have killed that bloody dragon. What's this sword do? Cooldown 3. Damage unit by 1. Trigger all allies' loyal abilities. Increase the damage dealt by 1 for each unit destroyed by this ability. That's terrible. That's really bad. Fuck. The flail is way better because it triggers knockbacks. God damn it. That's disappointing. Do I want to build anything? I think the palisade I want to build. Building it. I mean, this thing is appealing too. We'd use up all our wood. I think I do want to build this up. Okay, I'm doing it. YOLO. Got new units we can train as well, which is nice. Valyrian cavalry, they're not bad. I mean, they're 10 cost, summoning copies. It's not bad at all. I mean, it's not great, it's not bad. Grey Rider, these guys are pretty good now. After different allies play from hand or move to the other row, move next to it, boost it by 3. Like, they're pretty solid. You know, they're an 8 cost card. Whenever stuff is played, it boosts them up. I mean, they're solid. We could bring some of them, perhaps. What else can we make now? I think it just upgraded something, right? Yeah. Okay. Okay. What we got here? Remember, lads and lassies, wash your beard. Sorry, I dropped. Yeah, we're good. Drop some money. Remember, lads and lassies, wash your beard with a herbal rinse before and after every shift. If you pass a snail en route to the mine, share a wee bite with him. If a hare, dove, or thrush crosses your path, stop where you are, and never ever whistle in the mine. Hoo hoo ha. Never ever whistle in the mine. Oh, there's a puzzle down there. You know what? Let's get this trading post. I want this trading post. Bam. Nice. Exchange gold for wood. I would like to do that. In fact, a couple of times. In fact, more than a couple of times. Let's go up to 500 wood. Yeah, I feel a bit better with that. Okay. Spooky. While the human kingdoms are mere hundreds of years old, the chronicles of Mahakam stretch back millennia. Over its long history, the mountainous region has been home to many great discoveries, heroic deeds, and terrible crimes. The dwarves, however, prefer to keep silent about past conflicts, instead emphasizing brotherhood above all else. Yet the stain of shed blood and alabaster snow is difficult to truly forgive and forget, and its continued memory attracts beasts that thrive on injustice and suffering. Kill the beast. Is this from like The Witcher 1, the beast? I think it was. The outskirts, the beast. Oh, hello, Barghest. Yeah, Barghest. Every turn on turn start, spawn 4 Barghests with 4 power. If there's a Barghest on the battlefield, gain immune. My god. The beast rushed at them wildly, with fury in its eyes, immune to pain and any strikes the defenders could land. Nothing stood to stop it. Okay, so we can do 4 damage with that. Destroy the lowest units. Epidemic, okay. Change unit's power. So I probably want an epidemic to kill some of my own stuff. No, I don't want to do that. Okay. So, what I can do Okay. We need to get this down. Oh, wow. Jeez, he spawns a lot. Okay. Gotcha. That's fine. We can use the sapper to clear all of them out.
If anyone asks, you've not seen me.
Don't know if that's right. This would kill my onager. I can't do that.
Don't you worry yourself, Your Grace. We'll get it done in no time.
I'm maybe making a mistake here. Thronebreaker achievement unlocked. Kill 10 enemies simultaneously. Are you serious? Are you serious? Oh, come on. Fuck. Come on. That's super annoying. Okay, so we need to kill our own guy last. That's so annoying. That's so stupid. How do we stop him from resetting, actually? I'm gonna get the onager down, that's for sure. Okay, let me think about this. How do we stop him just killing our own dude? What the fuck?
There's been a mistake. I'm no mage.
Like...
Gonna need 3 buckets of nails and a tub full of pegs.
Can he attack himself, perhaps? Can't. What? Like what? No, I don't want to blow. Why would I want to blow up my own dude? That's so fucking stupid. Can I? No, I don't want to forfeit. What the fuck? All your bar guests are dead. Okay. So, we can't play the onager first because he'll destroy it. So. What we need to actually play this guy first. I'm curious what's gonna happen. Let's see what happens.
Stop your yapping.
Like, will this
Start
work?
digging.
Okay.
Greetings. What is it?
Okay. Then we do Epidemic, which kills this guy, gives us 3 charges. Then we do 1, 2, 3. Can we do this?
If anyone asks,
make them both 4s. And then we kill all them, which gives us 2 charges because they are both 4s. And then bop, it's dead. Okay. I played Magic the Gathering. I played a little bit of it. Yeah. Some of the games and some of the physical card games. I've dabbled. I've dabbled indeed. Where are we at? Got some loot there. Okay, cool.
We shan't pass this way.
Oh, Rainer, whatever would we do without you? Plummet off the cliff like lemmings, no doubt.
Meve squinted and gazed off into the distance. It seemed to her that hundreds of black patches covered the peaks on the horizon. Once she had ridden up closer, she realized these were the windows of homes carved out of solid rock.
Our pride this was,
sighed Gubble.
Burra's Rump. A city carved out of mountain rock. Hundreds of miles of tunnels, dozens of steelworks, smithies and forges. Now, it's a vast lair to monsters. They ooze from underground, weave their nests, hatch their young, and when hunger hits them in the gut, they prowl down into the pass.
Meve stood at the entrance to the underground city. The monumental gate, cast in bronze, lay on the ground, folded multiple times as a scroll of paper. Out of blackened windows oozed a stench of rotting meat and mold. The Queen bent an ear to hear water dripping, and, in the distance, a metallic scraping. A sound akin to chitinous scales rubbing against rock.
The soldiers await your order, Your Grace,
said Reynard quietly, as if he feared he would wake the beasts asleep in the caverns.
Do you recall my words as we fled Lyria?
Said Meve, turning to Reynard.
You swore you would retake your crown, even if you had to penetrate hell to do so.
Time to follow that oath.
The Queen inhaled deeply and stepped forward, her sword raised and prepared to strike or parry. Moments later, it was swinging, fighting, as the current tenants of Burrows Rump came out to meet her.
Lovely. Hopefully this earns us some favor from the dwarves. Optional, destroy the monster's nest. Once upon a time, the Fuchs clan mined Burrows Rump for iron ore. When the Rump's last veiny deposit was removed, the dwarves, with their hallmark pragmatism, repurposed the spent shafts into living quarters. Little did they know their innovative housing project would soon shelter a decidedly undesirable class of tenants. Lovely. Shortened battle. Gotcha. Any sign of Rayla? There we go. There's Rayla. Okay, now we good. Now we good. That's good. Good hand, good hand. Alright, let's go.
Oh, this stench is foul.
Touch you. Every turn, destroy the lowest ally, boost a random ally by its power. For years he hibernated and woke with an appetite. Lovely. He also has got a full hand. Every 3 turns on turn start, spawn a Slizzard. Damage self by 10 whenever a Slizzard is destroyed. Damn, the Filso run us. We need a Witcher, there's no living here. Oof, okay. Start by laying down one of these. Just chop here as well. Right.
Ah, damn it! They're hatching! Place
Yeah, they
them
are.
into swarm with creepers!
Takes 3 damage, that's good. Uh-oh, uh-oh. Uh-oh. Okay. I mean, the harpies aren't that bad, to be honest. We can live with that. We get Rayla down straight away. Let's get these guys down first.
My spirit's willing and how, but these damn boots are killing me.
We could kill these 2 harpies. Let's do it. One was gonna spawn another harpy. So. There's a slizzard. Alright, these things are a pain. A big pain. Get this guy down.
There's a time to reap, a time to sow, and a time to die.
Okay. My goodness. Oh boy. Let's kill this lizard. There's Doggy. The damage he did was high, but it could be worse. This egg's gonna be a pain. Or do I just chop this instead? Yeah, I chop this instead. Fuck this lizard. He gets boosted, which is good. It's gonna do a little bit of damage. Oh, there we go. He's fairly hurting now. And we're feeling good. Okay. Oh my god. So many harpies! Oh jeez. Oh, and he gets healed each time as well. It's pretty gnarly.
Ever have a stone knock out one of your teeth?
It might be time to cull some of these harpies. There we go. So can he make them consume? Destroy lowest ally. So he's gonna kill that one. Yeah, that's fine. Just one heal to that. Yeah, that's all I want. Yeah, there we go. Oh, he boosted this guy. Okay. Is it a random ally he boosts? Yeah, it is. Okay. Yes, this is annoying, of course. Let's see what a mandrake will get us. Another boy. Oh! Okay. We've got our own Slizzard. Whenever the Slizzard dies as well. So 1, 2, 3, 4. We'll save this charge for next turn. Okay. So if this Slizzard dies, it also hurts the enemy. That's good. Ah. Rot Fiends, always fun. I'm gonna do an old knockback here. Oh. This lizard's dead, so that's good. I damage that guy, it's fine. This will do a fuck ton of damage, I think it's worth it. Nice. Down at 28. Good. I think it's time we get Rayla on the field as well.
I saw them. No other way.
Picking up this slinger might even be worth it too. Cool. Oh, he didn't get any power. Oh, his charge amount's gonna be by the power. Oh, I see. Okay, so he's actually pretty bad news. Nothing I can really do about him though. He's just gonna hurt. Let's get our stuff rocking. Not Gabor. Yusa.
As ordered.
Could get another spike trap out there. Bomber's also good. We definitely want Gabor out.
Ever done in a jiffy.
Smack this guy for 10. Thank you. Maybe just another slinger. It's just straightforward damage. Bombers are pretty good too. Let's get some bombers, actually.
This could hurt.
Set this guy on fire. Right. Let's pay Reynard in as well.
We must trust each other.
Now then. Definitely kill off him. Sweet. Can we actually kill them this turn? I think I can, probably. Dunk. Nice slinger.
That bit the white of an eye from half a league away.
I can't kill him this turn. He did good damage though.
This way! Follow me!
Oh, he destroyed it himself. Oh, nice. Ha! Lol. I didn't expect that to happen.
Meve approached the Sheomar, which lay writhing on the ground. She then ran her sword through its heart, finishing it. Yet so spent was she that she lacked the strength to pull her blade from between the plates of the chitinous armor.
The beast near took me.
She whispered.
It was very close.
Wolfsbane.
The Lyrians reached a vast hall that had once served the clans as their meeting room. The stone benches were covered in sticky slime and insectoid eggs, while bats of varying size hung from the crystal chandeliers. Gascon rummaged through old, weathered bones, surely hoping to find something of value. Gabor, in turn, was at a shut and locked door, grappling with it as if it were a deadly beast. The door finally gave way with a sigh, and the dwarf raised his arms in a triumphant gesture.
It's a storeroom. Should hold miners' tools aplenty,
he said, enthused.
Some barrels of alchemical brews in here too. Lucky there's no sign of moisture. They haven't soaked through. All we've got to do is roll them out into the corridor and set a bit of fire to them, and whoomph! We'll have sealed the beasts off from the pass once and for all.
Meve treated the dwarves' instructions as hallowed. Soon after, the mountains trembled from a powerful explosion. Rubble came down and blocked the tunnels. They say the plumes of smoke escaping the window openings in the rock could be seen as far as Aldersburg.
Nice. Okay, hopefully that's earned some dwarven favor. Okay, what do we got here? Singed parchment. Document found at Barrow's Rump. Gates barricaded. Those blasted arsewipes from. Fire outside window. Monsters everywhere. No way out. If anyone reads this, the Elder Chief, he's got to be told. Oh, got to be told what? I wonder. Camp's looking pretty fancy now. So we got this Wolfsbane. Draw 2 units. Set their power to 1. What? Also known as the Queen of Poisons, Wolfsbane is used in many Witcher's potions and alchemical brews. interesting. I mean, I guess you're drawing, it's drawing stuff for the effect rather than the power. That is an interesting card. I think we're good though. But it does intrigue me. So, could upgrade the mess tent. I kind of just want to save for Palisades. Or recruit cap again. That's doesn't really appeal too much. We could always get armory. I think our workshop is mostly upgraded. Need a lot of wood for these. It's wood that holds us back more than anything. Okay. Enemy deck gave me harpies. Oh, groan. Okay, where are we at? Oh, we missed a point of interest back there. Return. What did we miss? Up here? Aha! Oh, look at this. My queen. Our scouts noticed a glimmer in the eye of this bas-relief sculpture. We could scale it, but our engineers would have to prepare the proper equipment. A fall from that height church results in a broken neck. What's your command? Oh, we lose some wood, but card piece, definitely worth it. Looks like some sort of bomb. Cool. Alright, let's make some dwarves happy up here, I hope. What you need, dwarves?
Dark clouds hovered over the horizon, and a strong gale snapped their banners.
Damn it, a storm's coming. Gabor! Take us to the nearest settlement. We must seek shelter.
Soon, the Lyrians arrived in Stuhlkamp. The town square proved full of folk. Several dozen dwarves, laden with large sacks and satchels, stood about in smaller groups. When a thick snow began to fall, the dwarves cheered. Tears streamed down the cheeks of several, but Meve could not tell if they issued from some fortuitous occurrence, or if the strong wind had wrung moisture from their eyes.
What is it we witness? Why do they rejoice at a snowstorm?
Asked Meve, pulling her hood over her head.
Well, the Blizzard's good cause to postpone their expedition by another day.
Gabor responded.
See, they've been conscripted by drawn lots to be settlers. Found homes in a village in Blackbrook Vale. 7 expeditions have gone that way already, and none survived longer than a year. The valley's cursed. No two ways about it.
Intrigued, Meve proceeded to speak with the settlers' leader. He confirmed Gabor's claim. He had buried many a previous colonist. All had been abnormally thin, pale, prematurely greyed, as if some wraith had drawn the lifeblood out of them. Once the dwarf had finished his tale, he gripped the queen's hand firmly, and promising a generous reward, begged that she and her Lyrians accompany the expedition to Blackbrook Valley.
Tain't far. Mere few leagues north along the main road. We'll make the march much easier to ken with the whole army, in case of any danger.
I know not how useful our swords can be against curses and spectres,
said Meve.
But leave you bereft and in need I will not. We shall march with you into Blackbrook Vale and see to it that you are safely arrived. Then we will march on.
The dwarf sped off to announce the good tidings to his settler brethren. By the time the blizzard had abated, they were ready to march.
Okay, good. Dwarf friends, hooray! We need to earn some goodwill real quick. Okay, cool. Certainly making our own way through. We've made our way a good bit through this map, to be honest. Okay.
Be bold. Take on challenges, risks even. But before you set out to do anything, buy yourself some proper insurance. Always darkest for the dawn. Or when the last candle in the mine goes out. Waiting's painful. Forgetting's painful. But an arse dragged across cinders is the worst kind of suffering.
Okay.
Fall down 7 times, get a bait. Then clobber the dunderhead who keeps shoving you. Always darkest for the...
That's, some really good advice overall. Thank you very much, strange man. Wood. Yes, wood.
Stay clear of Borrow's rump. Unless you like shale Mars, that is. The Elder gets a wee stranger every year. Scary to think where he'll be 100 from now. I'd cut my beard, but I haven't yet received written permission.
Huh.
Stay clear of Borrow's...
Okay. Hello. Your Majesty, the local blacksmith, Zdravik Cranmer, is peddling a fragment of a magical runestone of some sort or other. Should you collect all the remaining pieces, you'll be able to create a powerful artifact, or so he claims. What's your decision? Certainly, fetch the gold. Card's complete. Hey, sweet. And there's some loot here for us as well. Win-win, if you ask me. Win-win. Pop down here. Got ourselves a battle. Alright, this legit should be the last one that we do, though. I do have to go. I stayed way too long on stream today. Just kind of, it's hard to put the game down. Damage all enemies by 4, then damage all enemies by 2. Now that's nice. An unnatural fog enveloped Demavend's ship, and his crew turned into icy sculptures. I remember that bomb. Nice, Northern Wind. That's pretty damn good. Yeah, I like that one. Compared to, what's this one? Damage all enemies by 3. This damages them by 4. Oh, sorry. All damaged enemies. Ah. And then damage all enemies by 2. That's still damn good, though. It's a sight better than that runestone, I reckon. Especially seeing as we got fire bombs and stuff that make everything lower. While passing a nearby cave, Meve's attention turned to the icicles hanging from the cavern's mouth. They seemed to pulsate eerily with a soft light. The queen told herself it was a mere reflection of the sun's rays, yet, had she a witcher's expertise at her disposal, she would know that the ice can be enchanted with stolen dreams. And such circumstances could mean but one thing. A Seleno harpy nest must be close by. Oh, I remember fighting harpies. They were a fucking pain. That was in The Witcher 2, was most of the harpies. Right. This is a normal battle. We've got ourselves a good hand. Yeah. This looks good. Okay. Yeah, I'm good. Start off with a safe play.
This harvest will be reaping black-clad heads.
After 3 turns, spawn a harpy egg. Joy of joys. Snow wolves. Joy of joys as well. Right. Light them up.
Watch your heads!
I'll wait one more turn to attack. Oh, there's that harpy egg. Oh, I hate these wolves, man. Knock him back. So we'll kill that harpy, and mostly kill him, and heal us up. I could finish them off with this. Damage random enemy by 2. If it's under biting frost, damage it by 4. Oof, that's gnarly if that hits. We'll wait on this scepter. Hello, consume an ally. Okay. Resilience. Barbagazi. What moments before looked like round rocks among the stalagmites now stared at him with enormous, bright, menacing eyes. Lovely. It's got resilience too, so we need to kill it. Let's do a mandrake. That brings in knickers, which is nice. Oh my god, we got a Barbagazi. Okay. I mean, I guess we'll eat our bomber. Sorry, bomber. You've been fed to this monster. It's got resilience, though, so worth, I guess? Let's do that. If we can kill that thing off, it's pretty good. In fact, we could kill it off. Let's do that. We got a lot of points now. We passed. Nice. That's good. Saves me some hassle. Okay. Wonderful. Wonderful. Hey, Blukes. You've turned in for the end of the stream, huh? Looks like we all lose our armor that we get from our palisades. It's okay. Card to redraw. Doesn't really matter. We'll redraw him. Gascon seems like he's still bugged, so ditch him. Ah, this looks good. Yeah, that's fine. Okay. So this still... Oh, it doesn't have resilient... Oh, these have permanent resilience. This only has 1 resilience. It only lasts 1 turn. That's fine. Okay. Let's bomb these guys.
Catch!
Harpy egg. And a wolf. Goddamn wolves. Take that, Mr. Wolf. Nah. Uh-oh. Damn. It's gonna kill Knickers. So rude. Let's keep playing this out, though.
Ever have a storm knock out one of your teeth?
Okay. I should maybe kill that wolf. If he has another one, we're in trouble. Ooh. Ferocious Bear. Damage all units in a row by 2. If under Biting Frost, damage them by 4 instead. Oof. It's kind of rough. This could be a mess. It's gonna smash that egg. See what happens. Where's the harpy? There? Well. Zap, 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 zap. Seems pretty good. Oh, I have to play something? Oh, do I want to? Pick up my bomber. I'm thinking honestly about just giving this one up. But I should probably wait. No, I'm gonna not. I'm not gonna give up yet.
I smell a leak.
Let's kill them all. Nice. Oh, he ate the egg. I think that's worth it. Then I can zap as well. It's pretty nice. Hopefully he dies in the fire. Makes life easier if he does. Beautiful. Ice Troll. Damage an enemy by 5. It was destroyed. Apply Biting Frost. Well, I think we passed this now. We did our damage though. He's gonna pass. 2. That's fine. Lost the round. That's fine. Don't want to deal with that Biting Frost. So. Okay, let's see what he gets. He doesn't have many cards left. Choose a card to redraw. Ah, this looks good to me. Doesn't matter, we got Black Rayla, so we can play a bazillion things. Snow Wolf. Lovely. Do you want to just restrain it straight away? Just wait.
My spirit's willing.
We'll chop it straight away, though. Where am I from? Dublin, in Ireland. Atrocious Bear. Okay. He had no biting frost. This makes me happy. Do we Rayla it up now? I think we do.
I saw them. No other way.
God damn, that's so annoying that it spawns that egg like straight away. That really sucks.
My scars? No, they don't hurt.
Have it the white of an eye from half a league away. Bigger they are, easier they are to target.
There's a time to reap, a time to sow, and a time to die.
Okay. Consume a bronze enemy with 7 power or less. Ha! None of them have 7 power or less. Aw, poor cockatrice. Always strikes between the vertebrae. Under your left kidney, you're straight into your aorta. That way it only needs to strike once. I don't know why I couldn't eat him, but it didn't. Guess we'll take that as a win.
For you, pal! Anything.
Okay. I don't see how he can win now. I'm very confused by this. Why is he not eating my dudes? Well, I guess I shouldn't complain too much.
Thing about slings, they hide well.
Another egg? Yeah, it's been very stormy here, yeah. Ice troll. Trolls come in many varieties, with differing shapes, sizes, and predilections, though always with about as much brains as a bucket of rusty nails. Right, well. Let's knock these guys around, shall we?
Company! Forward march!
Bam, everyone gets some magic juice. Oh, we can play him next turn. What's your last card, bud? There we go, he ate someone that time. Who did he eat? Doesn't really matter who he ate. Let's see if we can kill all of their units. I think we probably can. I should have brought in these guys. Oh well, Gascon, you can come in.
Quick and painful this'll be.
Why not? He's getting powered up now. Gascon, you're so bugged, it's not even funny. Ah, well. Oof. Pass. Could have had a higher score at the end, but I wasn't bothered. It's been super stormy here. It's been kind of crazy. Hoo-hoo-ha! Stoyan, son of Arben. Rumor has it those plowing Barbagazi have come down from the mountains again. Take a few lads, get rid of those scabby hairballs for good. But if they reach Fook's territory, don't you dare follow them. Bruverhoog. Okay, Bruverhoog. Golden chest. That's what I like to hear. What do we get? A border. Lovely. And a ton of gold. Right, well. I think this is a good place to take an old break. Not the most exciting point to take a break at, but probably a practical place to call a halt for the stream, seeing as we've already gone over time, and looks like there's stuff that's going to happen down here. So thank you all for watching. We come back tomorrow. Ah, fuck it. Let's check out this village. What's the worst that could happen?
Meve had stopped and was removing packed ice from her mare's fetlocks when Gabor Zigrin approached. The dwarf squatted at the Queen's side, glanced about quickly, then started speaking in a barely audible whisper.
Your Majesty, I overheard some folk talking in the smithy. Birdies claim there's treasure, true riches, in the hills near Blackpool Vale, south of here. Stowed away there. And nobody dares go looking for it on account of beasts that have made their lairs there. But you've got a wee army behind you. I reckon you can try. Might be worth the risk, eh?
The Queen brushed the snow from her knees and, raising a hand against the glaring sunlight, peered towards the mountains. Though tempted, she had doubts. To start, the rocky scree at their feet warned clearly of avalanches.
I shall think on it,
she answered, before vaulting into her saddle.
Blackbrook Vale holds many secrets and many treasures. Discover your head in the mountains. Hoo-ha, hoo-ha, unforgiving winters come. Fear no snow nor icy gale, fight the frost with mugs of ale. Blackbrook Vale holds many...
Spooky. I thought this was like a short little area. This is actually much bigger than I expected. Hang on. Oh, we just went up. Oh, I see. Okay, yeah, so this area is way bigger than I expected. Okay. In that case, we already visited this guy. In that case, yeah, this is probably the place to pause. Yeah, okay, cool. So we cleared out this stuff. We got the puzzle up there. Yeah, and then we'll be heading over this way. We do need to go back with our treasure maps at some stage. We can do that basically when we get to the end. You can search for treasures. So, I think this is a good place to pause. Thank you everyone for watching. I hope you have enjoyed. I will see you all next time. So we continue clearing out Mahakam here. Hopefully we don't make mortal enemies of fucking Brugger, whatever his face is, the dwarf leader. We're not in the best spot quite yet, so we'll see if we can turn that around. See you all soon. Bye-bye.